Beer.
Bark says bite.
Barks
Barks.
root beer.
Is it diet?
Of course not.
Hey, it says you're live. I just got a notification. All right.
Yes. All right. So yeah, I'm taking a sip. I'm thirsty.
Ah, moi aussi.
Yeah. It's diet root beer. Yeah. Cheer for the diet root beer and welcome everybody. My channel JDRD30. This will be officially session 3 of book 2 of All for One Lights and Darkness. Lots have been going around if we look at this since the start of this whole adventure that is All for One. And tonight this will be another chapter. To put you in context, if you have never saw what happened, if you don't know what is All for One, if you don't know what is a role-playing game, if it's the first time you got in front of a computer of your life and you see this, I have to put you in context.
Awesome.
I won't go that far. We are musketeers, but we have our special kind of musketeers secretly fighting demons, werewolves, and all the supernaturals. If we got back to the recent events, our last kind of mission was to chase down some werewolves. We got to Orléans, and we slew someone who is claimed to be a werewolf and part of the Beauvais family. But I don't feel that we're done with them yet. And recently, Martin got into an affair, unfortunate affair. A house burned down in Paris mysteriously. He wasn't it. Got out. And yeah, so the people who were involved in that had strong Hungarian accents. One of them is a lady that we never got trace of, called Doricia Martel. And the other one was Peter, who, he simply killed himself. Maybe reminding of a recent event with a Spanish spy.
Yeah.
Is it tied or not? That is another question. Yeah. Just before going to the real start, you said, do we present ourselves? Let's do that. Okay. Anthony.
Oh, I'll go first. All right.
Yeah.
I'm Anthony. Tonight, well, this morning for me, tonight for the rest of you, I'll be playing a character who goes under the name of Martin, as he is a member of the Musketeers, but he is both on the run and at war against his noble family. He is a very devout and religious man, leaning toward academics and study, prayer, and what the rest of his companions do not know is that his prayers actually have effect, for he has the power to channel magic.
Right. And Ivan, it's been a while since we've seen you into this.
It's been a while, yes. I'm Ivan, and I play Philippe Moreau. He is a young musketeer. He's a young man. He's the youngest of seven brothers. He very athletic, very good with the sword. That's kind of his forte. And he came to the Musketeers, young, idealistic, looking for fame. And as he's been involved with his friends in the Musketeers, specifically this small group of Musketeers, he's been exposed to things that he just simply cannot explain. And as time has gone on, he's been exposed to hunting werewolves, and even saw his friend Jean-Marie very recently, kill that young boy that was supposed to be a werewolf for what Philippe thought, just kind of in cold blood. So Philippe is is a an individual undergoing a little bit of a transformation.
Right. Okay. Just to put in context on what happened last time, it ended like I said that Peter removed his life, and well, on checking on his body, you found out that he had a big bag of money, Hungarian money, in fact. Okay, with the face of Ferdinand, I think it's the king. And yeah, and I told you something else about the body, Anthony, if I remember.
Not that I recall, just that he had that.
Well, he had some strange yeah, well, he had some strange tattoo, and his skin color was a little odd. Kind of grayish, not because he was dead. You found out that it was a little odd. Felt like somewhat sick. Okay, you saw the same skin color into someone who was very sick. Didn't look sick at all, in his mannerism. But that was his skin color. So the body was removed by the authorities. Some people from Paris came. Some, local police, as we can call them, local guards, came to remove the body. Now we are 3 days later, Thursday. We are at the cemetery. Cemetery that is under the authority of the church run by Father Augustine. Very rainy evening. And yeah, that is a service of Margot, which is the bread maker that was a victim of Doricia. And obviously her husband, that was probably the victim. Well, we are not sure. Probably of Doricia or someone else. And yeah, we are at the service. Yeah, so the service, I think, was paid by the money, part of the money you have found, Martin.
Right. Yes.
Because otherwise, they didn't have enough money to, they would be to the common graveyard.
Right. Just dumped in a hole.
Yeah, like most of Paris, poor Paris people suffering from politics. That the king, they say that the king is putting, but we all know that it's the cardinal's ID. Right, and Philip, you are there too. I think you knew some of the people, some maybe related people were knowing Margot and Jean.
Yeah, Margot is somebody that I did not really know very well. I knew the barkeep from the Coq Santat.
Alain Dex.
I knew he was friends with Jean, Margot's husband, and of course I know Christophe Duval, the owner of the Croissant de Pont Neuf, very well.
Yeah, of course. Well, they were not direct friends, but nevertheless, they pay great respect into that tragedy. For all the people know, she was just not at the right place at the right moment, man. And in the mind of many people, she may be the one who has murdered her husband. But for the religion and the fact that they were married, they are buried together, and Father Augustine is holding ceremony as good as he should. Mr. de Treville was very loose with your time, since he felt that you may need to go to that service and all that. But Mr. de Treville had some orders from the king, and every musketeers had to make heavy musket training these times around. He didn't tell why. The day before Wednesday, in his big house, where all the musketeers are, he made that announcement, and everyone was grunting. So some of them were okay with that, but it was unusual to be, put straight into a heavy training.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
Heavy musket.
you don't mind?
I
Yeah,
don't mind. I'm not a great shot, but I don't mind.
that's
As
why.
long
That's why. Ibo.
as long
No.
as long as I have time to pray.
Well, you have to redo your shifts a little because he's asking for early training in the fields.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
that's
always
ridiculous.
complaining. You're always complaining when we shoot near you. So-
But then you always shoot. You shoot at me. You have shot at me, my dear
and
friend
then
Jean.
I
has
miss.
shot- You Jean Marie shot at me. A musket is not a noble weapon. It is a musket is to get somebody's attention. You point it at somebody like Legrand, boom, you part his hair and say, I'm over here, and then you fight him like a man. Musket is not a man's weapon. It is for a commoner, for a child.
Yeah.
Not a civilized weapon.
Okay.
I'll open up briefly on something. I don't want to be long on that, but if we say a character is going into training of something, do we get experience point kind for the skill, or is it something like that in Ubiquity?
You certainly can if they're being trained.
Okay.
You could reduce the cost of buying it later if
Okay.
the player wants to do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That answers my question quite well. Just in case. Yeah. Well, while you're talking about that, someone who should be at that service is not there, and it's Alphonse.
Mm. He should be here because he was with me through the whole event.
Where is he anyway?
Well, you're
He
mostly alone in the place. By the way, you know, Father Augustine made your a salute, and you are in the cemetery alone.
All right. Martin will definitely be showing the strain of this past week, and late nights in prayer, and all day heavy musket training, and of course the shock of the loss of his friend. And being accused for it doesn't help. But there's no memory of Alphonse saying he would not be here.
Absolutely not. Even he wasn't at the training yesterday, and the the announcement of Mr. de Treville, and the next day, it was Monday that the tragedy occurred, and Tuesday was there, was around, was shocked, but never didn't look ill or anything. He was doing his Musketeers Day as usual, but with the shock of the events.
Right. All right. Well, I'll wait my turn to approach the actual grave, and then have a quiet moment to make a promise to Jean as well, who is an unfortunate victim in all of this, even though he was a scum. That I will, in my pursuit of personal revenge, I will keep them firmly in mind. And when Dorothea is brought down, it will be in their honor, not in mine.
All right.
Meantime, Philippe stands at a respectful distance. He's not really sure what to do with his hands in a situation like this, so he keeps on grabbing his rapier by accident and realizing that that's probably a good thing to do at a cemetery, at a funeral, especially at St. Michael's Cemetery. So, for the most part, I look around. I look sad, but I'm just not sure what to do.
Right. Okay, Martin will earn a style point
Well, thank you.
for the vow that he just made. maybe it will be useful for that. I don't know. But yeah, but it's you heard a bell. It's about 10 in the morning, and it's the second shift of the heavy musket training, but it's training hard. But nevertheless, Mr. Trevi said, whatever the weather, we'll go train. We have to know how to shoot, whatever the weather outside.
Oh.
It's good. It'll help us clear our minds. But I'll summon to Claude. Claude.
Oui, monsieur.
I'm worried about Alphonse. It's not like him to shirk his duty. Could you find out where he is?
I can look upon this, Martin, and I'll come back to you with the answers.
Okay.
Is there autre chose, monsieur?
No, I was just going to ask for bread. It's all right.
Yes. Sorry too. By the way, I'll bring this home, and he shows you the cloth bag that Margot used to when he was bringing it. And I'm very sorry, master, to have without your consent bring some of your books.
Well, at least we know that when she was reading them, she was happy.
We, of course. And it makes me good to see that, yeah, she wouldn't have access to any reading if it wasn't for us. So I did good, and yeah. But yeah, I will bring back, and I will bring back the news for that.
Thank you, Claude.
Jacques
and now, my friend, let's shoot things, huh?
Jacques is good. He was sitting somewhere. Yes.
Jacques?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was into my head. My head that feels heavy.
Yeah, Jacques. He really pulls out probably the last 2 coins that he has. He hands them to Jacques. Listen, go to the sunset. Get 2 bottles of wine. You may keep 1 for yourself, but bring 1 to me for the musket training, because I cannot do this without a little wine. As uncivilized as it is.
All right, and it will help me forget that my head hurts. Thank you,
yes,
master.
Yes.
Thank you, and all for one.
Yes, and wait. Come back. Oh, give the money. Buy it from Olivier, not from Alexis. Trust me.
Right.
Alexis is,
Yeah,
much happier. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye, Jacques.
Yeah, you can count on me. Yeah, and he's walking, and he's holding himself. You know, when he slides a little into the mud. And
bring 1 of them back to me, Jacques.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess, that should be time for musket training, but it depends. What do you want to do?
These days, with revenge firmly in my heart, musket training is a very satisfying activity. Gives me time to think and plan. So I don't mind. I actually don't mind. And I don't know where Alphonse is. So that's Claude's special skill, is finding secrets. So I'm going to rely on him and try and get better at the musket while I have the opportunity.
All right.
And think deep thoughts.
We can
go shoot. Right,
we can fast forward to the shooting field.
All right.
Cool.
All of the musketeers are present, even D'Artagnan, who is taking training too, and all the other famous musketeers and your friends, but some of them are down, especially Alphonse. So there's more focus. There's no one talking over and commenting everything. And yeah, you have Mr. Trevi looking as a firm, he's firm in his gaze. He's looking at you. He's really looking forward to have results of that training, and you have, hay puppets in the field that you have to shoot. But well, it's hard today since there's rain. But you have Mr. Trevi and one of the best captain, one of the best shooter, shouting orders at you. Remember, if you are in front of this Spanish army, you don't. If it rains, you have to shoot first. And some musketeers are concerned. Does that mean that the king wants to get us in the front? Oh, and they're talking between each other.
Uh-oh.
Real Spanish spies. It'll be easy.
Yeah, of course. At some point, Mr. Trevi stops, the shooting activity, and he has a talk with the captain, and suddenly says, "Okay, we will stop from there. There's no more ammunitions. We just didn't. We are short of ammunitions and powder, so we have to wait until since we can have some supplies back. You'll have your orders, and so go to your regular duty from that point."
Yes, sir.
The smile of glee that I'm trying to restrain is stretching from ear to ear, as I have spent probably the last few hours trying ineffectively to keep my gunpowder dry and to shoot straight. And it's hard for Philippe to not look absolutely joyful at the news that he will not have to shoot anymore.
You know what? Right. Well, that's the point where you can see Claude come back.
All right. Well, here comes Claude. That maybe that will help us to get away from here before our fellow musketeers get upset that you've been shooting their targets instead of your own.
Yes, true. I do not see Jacques with him. Oh, he probably drank both bottles. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. I suppose I could get credit that anyway.
You sent him into temptation, my friend.
Okay.
I did.
Martin, we have a
Yes.
talk with you. Well, can I have a talk with Philippe, by the way?
Certainly.
Did you know that Eugene is not a man?
What?
Never mind. I'm a little shocked, but don't tell Alphonse.
Wait a minute.
If we-
Wait a minute. Not a man?
Oh, it's not a man.
You are kidding me.
It's just a presumption. So, I got to see Eugene to ask questions, but the oddness of that person just blew into my mind. It can't be a man. It acts like a woman. It talks like a woman. Greatest secret of the century has been relieved.
Do not say anything, Claude. This I know I will find a way to hold this over Alphonse's head, so say nothing.
I won't. And I don't
What
know
did
if
you
I
find,
should-
Alphonse?
Yeah. Well, I think it's his turn to pay a visit to the Bastille.
No.
You're kidding.
No. Eugene was crying once again, and I think it was because of a woman once again.
Do you know which woman?
He talked that he was to go in the Louvre yesterday, 2 days ago, Alphonse.
Mm-hmm.
So he had something in the Louvre.
The stress of the last several days is now coming out as near hysterical laughter. Just gonna sit down on a tree stump with my musket, just start to laugh.
Martin, are you all right?
No,
He's not. That's 2 shocks. So if you want to know, by the way, maybe Alphonse. Well, maybe Alphonse has something interesting to say to you guys, sirs, because Régime gave me that, and he's opening his hand, and you see 2 coins, 2 Hungarian coins, the same that you have found on Peter.
all right. I'll compare just to make sure.
It was into Alphonse's pocket, and
Really?
Eugene claimed that it was not in his pants when he got away, but his pants came back without Alphonse in it, and it was in it.
The pants came back without Alphonse?
Yeah, and the rest of his loadings.
But how? By messenger?
Yes. Yes. Eugene wasn't very precise about that. He just said he or she just said that, yeah, that it came back in some means, but that's all I know. I should investigate more if you want.
Yes. Before we go into the Bastille, we should definitely know that he's in there.
Naked.
And in there naked, yes. But we could easily go to the palace.
Of course.
That would be the kind of rumor. That would be the kind of place where a rumor about a naked musketeer would circulate.
It is not the first place the Briscoe has been naked. That is another story.
True enough.
Oh, then the palace? That sounds better than the Bastille. I've been there too often lately.
You were just visiting.
And you were not there. It was ridiculous. Do you know what we went through to get in there?
My heart is full. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
I'll go back to our place and prepare the meal. In me, that's where I will be.
Thank you, Claude.
Okay.
If you see Jacques, tell him I am looking for him.
So I have a slight suspicion. Why don't we go to the palace by way of the Coq Sans-Tête and make sure that Jacques got there?
That is an excellent idea.
Well, you cross Jacques in the street holding a bottle and say, "Ah, Maître Philippe,
Jacques!
let's drink 4. Let's have a drink 4." And he's getting some, he has 2 cups. For me, for you, for you and Martin, or for Martin and me. How do you want to do glass?
No more for you, Jacques. Just pour the glass.
Of course, bien sûr. Finally, my headache is still there.
At this point, I just grabbed the bottle right from him. Swig right out of it.
That's perfect. I'm going back home, taking a small break.
Jacques, answer me one question before you go.
Yes.
You are a man, are you not?
Oh, one kind of a man. You know that, master.
Yes. Goodbye, Jacques. I just take the bottle and keep walking.
Are you going to ask everyone we know?
No, I don't think so. Besides, I know Jacques is a man. I have seen him naked, unfortunately, and Briscoe naked. Fortunately, never you naked. That is good.
We Martells are never naked.
They are born dressed.
Fully dressed, yes.
A true noble. A true noble.
Our blood is blue.
The rain is pouring even harder. Well, the bell of midi. What is the time when it's 12 a.m. and p.m.?
PM?
Noon.
It's noon.
Noon. Yeah,
Today.
noon. Right. Yeah, that's noon. Lots of activities outside. Even though there's rain, people still nervous about rumors of what's going on with the front and the Spanish still holding a couple of miles from Paris, but yeah, they're still they're too near for the people to feel comfort about it.
Mhm.
And you're getting at the Louvre door with two guards with halberds welcoming you.
Bonjour.
You have an appointment, Musketeers?
We need to speak with the duty commander. There's been changes in our assignments for today, and we need clarification.
Right. Your average on diplomacy would be what?
Would be 1.5.
Okay, roll the dog. Yeah. Which is almost an average difficulty. Okay. Well, okay. That
I rolled a success.
okay. So you have to. You are average. You are musketeers. They know your face. Yeah. Well, the affair with the queen when she was attacked by crows maybe resurfaced into his memory. Wait a minute. And okay, they get you some higher-ranking officer coming at you. The guy is dressed a little differently. And what can I do for you, Mr. Musketeers? Your name?
I am Martin. This is Philippe.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Okay. I'm enchanted to meet you. So what do you want to do in the Louvre today?
Well, we're not on guard duty today, but we have heard rumors that one of our companions, Alphonse Roux, has been possibly a problem in the palace.
Alphonse Roux. Name doesn't remind me anything.
Oh, we call him Briscoe.
Nothing of that. You said a musketeer made problem recently in the Louvre.
We received information. We're not sure that it's true.
Well, we had an intruder 2 days ago. He was not a musketeer. It was simply a naked man trying to,
That would be him.
In what room was he trying to enter?
Well, one of a high-ranking lady, the one making parties, Madame Bourdon.
Bourdon. I see. Naked. What happened to this naked man?
On the demand of Madame Bourdon, we sent him in the Bastille.
All right, then. 2 days ago.
Yeah, and if you want to know, he was fast enough to have pleasure with two wench before. That same bed in the room of Madame Bourdon. That is a bandit that was arrested.
It's interesting how often he boasts of the number of women he's with, but so rarely he talks about how short the time is that he's with them.
This is very true, Martin. This is very true.
There's so much work to be done, I guess, is what he would say.
I have learned so much today already. Haven't you, Martin?
Thank you, Captain. You have put our minds at ease. This certainly is not our friend. Definitely not a musketeer. And
No, I don't think musketeers would have the class to be naked in the Louvre.
no. So thank you very much.
Have a good day.
And you.
Yeah.
Bonjour, Capitan. Oh, my goodness. That is a problem, isn't it?
You know, when I went to the Bastille, it was for something I didn't do.
Hmm.
But this
Well,
doesn't
not everybody's so lucky.
This doesn't seem like Alphonse to me.
It seems like Alphonse to me, except, well... Usually he is wearing clothes on his entrance and his... Well, there was a time with no shirt, but still. He generally doesn't charge in naked. And who would have sent his clothes back? That is very strange. That doesn't seem right.
Well, that seems like something a woman would do, doesn't it?
I don't have much experience with women. You know, I got a letter from the Goose Girl, and yeah, well, for that, she has found another man. That is why I've been hanging out to the Sunset so much. The waitresses there are nice, but no, I really don't know what women would do. They do that?
Now, if you were in a duel with two opponents, and one of them found another opponent, would you just let that go?
No, of course not. That would be dangerous.
Then why let the Goose Girl go?
You have a point. You have a point.
Anyway, we could try to speak with... We could try to speak with Anne Bourdon.
We could. We could.
Although...
That is a great riddle. That's a great riddle you propose. I will have to ask... I will have to ask Father Augustin about that. Maybe perhaps there's something in that book you both read about that not giving up. But yes, about Madame Bourbon.
We could talk with her. One of us would have to be charming.
Yeah. Well, that will not be me.
and see if she's willing to release Alphonse. But I'm not sure that her blood will have cooled yet. But we should at least give that a try before the next step.
That is a good idea. I will try not to talk.
Just look handsome.
I can do that.
And unavailable.
I am dashing.
Handsome and unavailable.
Why do you think she'd be? Do you think she'd be interested if I was available? That could be a great move up.
If you are easy to obtain, you are not for her.
Well, everybody keeps on telling me I should have a mistress. Why not aim high?
Why not aim high?
Why not? Yeah,
Do you want to travel the same road that Briscourt has traveled?
No, I do not. I do not. I like outside the Bastille. Thank you very much. I've been inside one time. It did not look pleasant.
You should have seen the view from where I was.
Surrounded by candles, as usual. Probably didn't look very much different than your room.
Well, there is a certain truth.
Let us go.
Hopefully this won't distract me too much from my devotions, but...
It's good for you to get out of that room. You spend too much time there.
All right, so go home, get into dry clothes, eat what Claude has prepared for us, and then send Claude with a message to Anne Bourdon to ask if she would allow us to speak with her.
I can do that.
I'll use my
And
best penmanship.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do these things.
Right. Well, the meal is quite good. Yeah, with some bread, but that doesn't taste like. Nevertheless.
I just leave it.
And okay, so you write a letter. Who writes the letter? It's Martin who will write it. Yeah.
Oh, I'll write the letter. Yeah.
Or well, okay. So how do we write a letter that is convincing? So what skill can we use?
That's a good question.
Well, it's diplomacy.
It comes
It's
back
diplomacy.
to diplomacy again. Yeah.
And you take method. Let's say that writing is not as fast as normal speed. It's 5 times slower. Let's say
Sure.
+4 to your skill.
Thank you, sir. Well, that'll be all right. That'll be 8 dice.
Try this.
Okay. Rolling 4 reds. Here it comes. 1, 0, 0, 0. I struggle with this letter. quite a lot.
Well, maybe the inspiration was not there. Maybe the words. Okay, on your letter, you have wrote a letter. Okay, you have wrote a letter. You decide whether or not you're sending it. What is on it is quite clear. You want to meet her.
And it comes across as angry, right? It's like,
yeah.
I understand that you've been scratch. Meeting with Alphonse, currently in the Bastille, and we want him. It's very, very direct. Kind regards.
Jacques, you want to send Claude is reading the letter, but it's quite well. It's the letter is might be good, you know. And Bourdon, we have nothing against her.
And I don't know what name to sign.
But you can sign both of your names.
I'm not sure that I want Anne Bourdon to know for sure who I am.
Right. Well,
I would sign it Jean-Marie de Croiset. I would like to sign it Jean-Marie de Croiset. I've already signed my name on one document getting us into the Bastille. I am not comfortable with this.
We can do that. We have nothing to lose.
But that is not honorable. Philippe picks up the letter. This is the best you could do?
Maybe on another day when I've slept. Look, we're going about this all wrong.
What do you think?
We should at the very least report that Alphonse is actually missing and is not, missing in action, is not on vacation or something. We should report to Monsieur de Treville the situation to protect Alphonse's reputation and ensure that we have the backing of the Musketeers should we do something risky.
Did Mr. de Treville told you about Alphonse, or did he say nothing?
He's told us nothing.
Maybe he already knows.
I hope he does, but if we know and we don't tell him...
Yeah. Perfect.
So... let's see if he will see us.
Oh, that's quite easy. That's the same place. Since it's raining a little harder, many Musketeers are inside Mr. Treville's hotel. And they are jam-packed. Some of them are training in the hall. Well, I'm describing something. Are you going there?
Yeah, definitely going there.
Okay, so So yeah, they're training in the hall. So yeah, and there's lots of brawl, heavy talks, people in the stairs. Uh, just be sure not to hit the ones that is being his harm is being wounded, just in case he. Never mind. You pass over him, and oh, there's a dog. Okay, and you
Yes.
got by Mr. Trevi's door.
Okay.
Oh.
And Mr. Trevi's dog is in love with me.
Yeah, he's coming by you, and he's having he's having an argument with someone. How can it be? I can't. These orders are making no sense. We're supposed to train our musketeers in training. I have strict orders from the king, and no supplies to even because there's no. I can't train my musketeers into that conditions. I will bring them back to their own duties, and I'll talk to the king later. Say, and you have some sort of a soldier, someone who's probably working for the French army. Uh, but by the look of his suit, he has not been in the front. He's someone who he's probably working elsewhere
Supply
than in
officer. Yeah.
probably a supply officer by the talk, yeah. And he's going out, a little shaken by what Mr. The anger of Mr. Trevi.
Sure.
And almost bumps into Philippe's head because Philippe was practically sticking his head in the doorway listening to see if he could hear what was going on.
While I, on the other hand, am ignoring the whole thing completely.
And you see Mr. Trevi writing with a feather and come, but he doesn't look at you. He's writing at the same, and he has lots of letters. He's writing lots of stuff today.
Oh, Captain.
What is it?
We have, because of the training today, we've realized that Alphonse is missing.
Yes, he is. And he puts down his feather on the paper he was writing. Yes, he is missing.
My lackey Claude believes that he's in the Bastille.
He is. I know.
And the palace guard has given us information that it's because he broke into the palace naked.
He did.
That is ridiculous. He's never broken into any place naked. He's naked afterwards.
Never mind. He's been naked one more time. I think it's good that he stays in the Bastille a couple of days just to give him a lesson.
There may be something more to it.
You say. And as you say this, there's an assistant, someone with papers, and he just make a gesture, close the door, and to see the page making a salute and going out and closing the door. When you say more to it, it makes me nervous. Musketeers, what is it?
It's no mystery to you why I'm in the Musketeers.
Go on.
And you know the vengeful nature of my family.
Yes.
We have some evidence, not much, mostly a feeling, but also these coins.
Looking at it. Oh. These are
That
Hungarian currencies. I don't know how they call them.
One of my cousins has come to Paris and
Really?
has begun to seek me out, and maybe doing so through my friends.
Okay. So, what do you think you should do about that?
I thought if Philippe and I could be excused from regular duties for a few days,
Okay.
that we could quietly take care of this so as not to involve the cardinal and reflect badly on our compatriots in the Musketeers.
What do you think of that, Philippe? Moreau?
I think that would be prudent, and I would not have to waste any more of the gunpowder with the musket training. I think.
It's a little embarrassing. I have strict orders from the king that all musketeers must have this training. It will be. I can talk to the king. Once again, you're in the musketeers. I think it's some sort of a front that you have here, but you still have to follow the orders. I'm quite embarrassed, I must say.
I've trained as hard as I can with the supplies that were available, but you were given a direct order that we train.
Yes.
We're not. And then we're given no supplies with which to train.
Yes.
So someone
I
would
just
like
think
to
that,
fail.
or maybe just lack of communication with the front. You know, they're shooting every day against Spanish forces. So maybe the king thought that we could train, but we are rationed on powder. He maybe just didn't thought of that, but I don't know. It's just overwhelming. So you want to have some sort of a leave? Okay, let's make a deal. We'll report this back. You'll make 10 days in a row in the service, but I give you some days left. And that's the best I can do. Otherwise, the king will ask questions. And I don't want him to ask questions about that.
Understood.
No. We can do that.
10 days.
Yeah, and try not to make okay with the burning of that abandoned house that happened, and the burning of a convent a couple of months ago.
No.
We begin to have a reputation of burning down houses. Jean-Marie's not there, but yeah.
It's true. Jean-Marie was responsible for one of those fires, my cousin for the other.
And it's raining today. There's no way we could burn a house down today.
No, not today.
But we will.
Right.
Thank you for understanding, Captain.
Okay, I'll make you. He's taking another paper, taking his quill, nervously. Doesn't seem. It makes him a little upset, but at the same time, you know in what kind of mess you are. So, just can't say no. He's writing. Sign. You have that. If any other authorities is asking you why you're not on regular duty for the Musketeers, I'm taking responsibilities for that. They will ask me directly. Okay, that's what is written in there. So Philippe Moreau and for Alphonse, well, he will get back in a couple of days. They just want him to rot in the prison. Couple of days just to make him not to think about not going after that kind of woman. What was he thinking?
So
I know what he was thinking, sir, but well, never mind.
You'd like us to leave him in there.
I have many paper to work. If you would just leave me, and yeah.
Good evening.
Of course, sir. Thank you.
And by the way, beware any cardinal's agent. He seems to be very active these times around.
Thank you,
yes,
sir.
there are a lot of redbirds around. Yes. Thank you.
All right, Philippe. Now what?
I did not know. So you intend to infiltrate your cousin's house? Or assassinate him? Or what do you plan to do?
All right. No, I don't plan on assassinating anyone in particular. I don't know where my cousin's house is, or any of the lairs of my various relatives, Emil included.
Emil.
What if we were to figure out what Breezecore did before breaking into the palace?
We could do that.
I didn't give him any of the coins.
You didn't.
He's unlikely
How did
to
he
have
get them?
stolen them from me.
No, that's true. He's used to you paying his way, so he doesn't need your money.
So he got them in change from someone, which is odd, or took them from someone.
Or somebody put them
As a message, you mean?
as a message, yeah. And I believe that Eugene said they were not in his pants before, although I do not know how he or she would know that, but when they came back, they had the coins in them.
He's his Eugene is his tailor.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay, that makes sense. But I do not think he would get them in change, because I've never seen Briscoe actually buy anything. So,
True.
he was given them, or they were planted on him? Maybe it's a message.
All right. I don't go drinking with the rest of you. Where does he go at night?
Well, he may go to the Sunset. I'm not sure. We could try the Coke Sunset.
All right. After you. Lead the way.
No, of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna saunter over.
Right. There's a. It's still raining a lot. You're going towards the Coq Sans Tête. At some point, someone bumps you, Philippe, with his shoulder. Someone with a hat, covered with all the water dripping, and he's not saying sorry. He's not saying "Pardon, monsieur." I mean, he's hitting you hard.
And I just say, you, watch where you're going.
He's not even returning. He's walking straight, he seems to be in a hurry.
I turn around and start to follow him. Hey, sure, hey.
You there, apologize.
Turns
I
over.
grab him by the shoulder. Yeah.
Look, well, he turns over. You can see his face. And his skin color is quite strange.
Gray?
Yeah, like if he was sick. And he's running.
Running away?
Away from you, yeah. In the same direction that he was already going.
Get him!
I will.
Right.
I'm running after this bastard. Don't you know who I am? I'm Philippe Moreau.
He doesn't even say anything. Okay. He's running. He's trying to make zigzags between. He's running. The water is spilling all over because he's running.
Right.
I don't know how to call it. But yeah, there's
Puddles.
Puddles, yeah. Exactly. And at some point, there's a cart, going around, and the cart is rolling, and he wants to roll under to get on the other side. He's risking his life. So, okay. So for the movement, we'll make a movement check.
Cool.
Both of you.
Alrighty.
I'm going to roll those same 4 dice.
With work.
Oh, yeah.
Ho ho!
What did you have?
You should have wrote the letter like that.
I guess I enjoy running more than writing. 2 and 3 for 5.
5. Very
I'm at
hard.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm at 3.
Yeah, for you, it's a complete success. And Philippe?
I have a 3.
Okay, you have a minor success. So Martin, you were able to get through. As he's going under the cart, you might be able to grab a piece of a cloth from him.
Okay. All right, so I was thinking going up over the top of the cart, meet him on the other side.
Right, that's an athletic check.
Oh, okay.
You're good in that, right? Isn't you? Aren't you?
Well, that's going to be terrible.
Well, that will be an average success. You know, you need 2 success to.
Okay, well, I still need to roll 1 die then. And I succeed.
Oh, so you okay? Minor success. As you get on the other way, you see that the cart kind of stopped there. You know, it stopped rolling, and the guy, you know, gets out from under the cart.
Right.
It's and it's into a small street, you know, with a dead end, and there are 5 other guys in the dead end waiting. And you have your the one you were running after just in front of you, getting up. And okay, Philippe, you are on the other side of the cart from the the side you came from. What are you doing?
Right. I'm going to acrobatically tumble underneath this cart and roll right under it to get to the other side.
Right, make
With
me
flair
roll
and
for
style.
that.
All right, I have 6 dice for that, so I roll 3 successes. The average,
which is quite enough. Get on the other side, by the side of this guy.
And my uniform is filthy. Now I'm really pissed off.
Yeah, it means initiative because those guys don't want to talk.
I say, Philippe, on guard.
I noticed.
Initiative.
So, someone has 5 or more.
All right.
I get 4 successes for initiative.
All right.
I get 1.
What is your dex score, Philippe?
My dex is 3.
Dex is 3. Okay, let's make with another one. Let's say what is the other tiebreaker after dexterity?
Intelligence.
What is your intelligence, Philippe?
2.
Okay.
What's the tiebreaker after that?
After that.
Simultaneous.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Well, Philippe, you can act. You are on the other side of the cart. There's the guy you were running after, just beside you, and he's getting out a small sword, you know, a small rapier.
All right. In one deft move, I will unscabbard my rapier and slash right across him, or
Okay.
do my best approximation of that.
You try to get into full defense mode. Just remind. I think it gives +4 dice.
+4. Yep.
Yeah.
Total attack is +2 and total offense is +4.
Okay. So he's really trying to stop you.
Okay.
So I will.
Well, okay. Unless you tell me otherwise, I'm gonna take the average on 10 dice and just roll the other 4.
Right.
Alrighty. So that is only 7 successes.
Only. Well, he's trying to make a move, trying to hide partially himself under the cart again, but it's not enough. You get through, and you get well, his health. Where is the health on that? But okay, I've got it. Well, he seems quite well. You got him stunned.
Right.
Ooh, good.
It's the turn of the guy in the no before that. You have the conductor of the cart, which is someone who rises and has very nice rapier, and he's jumping off right at Martin
Uh-oh.
with an accent, very Hungarian accent.
Uh-oh. I'll reply in a very French accent. No!
Okay, so you make your defense.
I will make my defense. I haven't had a chance to draw my weapons yet. So, okay. So I better beat him.
Yeah.
So that's...
Go ahead.
How many? Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I got my dice.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't mind, I'll take the average on 10
Perfect.
and roll the remaining 5 for 3. So it's 13 for defense.
How much did you say? Sorry, how much did you say?
So it's 8 on defense.
Oh, 8. Okay, I heard 30. It was okay.
30.
30. Okay, well, you saw him coming a lot. The guy has lots of talent, but you were quite faster than him. But by the way you put yourself, the 4 other guys from the dead end just comes right at you.
Sure.
So you're trying to defend yourself against those. I'll make 4 attacks.
Okay.
And they're trying to push you, to corner you on the chariot. Of course, Philippe, you will be nearby too. You will be,
Right.
Okay, so -2 this time.
Yeah.
So that's 7.
Yeah, the guy just hit the air. Second one.
So, yeah, it's almost like someone's telling Martin where the blades are going, right? And he's just moving, swirling cloak and hat and everything.
Yeah. The second, your
5.
third defense. Wow. How
5.
much? 5. Oh yeah. Oh, exactly this what you described. And the last one. 4.
Now I have to roll.
Yeah.
Okay. It's those 4 red dice again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each one rolled a 1.
Oh. Well, you were graceful. You're moving in between them, I guess, or they're moving around you. They just don't know where to hit. It's Philippe's turn.
Well, how many horses are hooked up to this carriage?
2.
2. Well, I'm gonna just go full speed, barrel past the back of Martin as he's spinning, and jump up on one of these horses. I'm not sure what you want me to use, but my intention is to jump up on the horse, cut it free, and just kick it.
Right.
To turn around and become a mounted attacker. I do have a 6 in ride and 5 in athletics or 6 in climb. So
Okay.
whatever you use.
Well, let's make the right check with the synergy of athletics. So you're adding 2 to your right
Okay.
skill.
Good deal.
Yeah. I wouldn't try this except I think he's good at this kind of crap. Oh, roll the wrong dice there, right? We're gonna say that's 6, right? And then 2 more. All right. And that's apparently I can't roll today. Okay, that is 4. I get the average.
And you have 4. You
4 successes.
you succeeded. A hard result, which was a tough act. So you have a simple success. You achieve what you were trying to do. You are on the horse, and you want to cut free the thing.
Cut free the horse. Okay.
Well, make a damage roll. Let's see to see if you go through the letter or not. It will be it's like if it add 2 body points.
Okay. I'll make a regular attack roll. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. Okay. You're quite swift. Right.
I think I might have cut the other horse free too. Oops.
The horse is free. Now,
Okay.
Since you were successful with your right skill. What did you want to do again? Yeah, once you were on the horse.
I want to try to bowl right through these men.
Okay.
The horse. Just ride the horse right through them.
Well, okay, it will be on the next round. The time you just because the horse is on some sort of a shock.
Right.
Sorry, you have the skilled swordsman against Martin, trying to circle you with all the other men, totally ignoring what Philippe did. They are focusing on you.
Okay. I'm not going to attack this turn. I'm going to draw my rapier and main droit.
So he will put 2 style points into his attack.
And I think I'm going to go total defense because I'm not attacking.
Right. Yeah. Oh, how many odd numbers you can roll on that much dice? Right. So your defense sounds like what?
My defense will now be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay, he's really trying to trust you. I guess you were just not there. And the 4 other bandits are trying to stab you. Some of them, they have a swords, but they don't seem to be quite good at it. Some of them are just trying to hit your head like if it was a club. But nevertheless, you have still 4 attackers against you. I will roll the 4 of them.
Eight.
It's a miss. The second one.
So I keep really close to them, like as they thrust or chop, I'll pass under their arms and bump them a bit, that kind of thing. But yeah. Okay.
Second one. The third one, yeah.
7.
No problems there. The 4th one.
6.
He had some hope, but not much. And the
last
last one, he seems a little clumsy. Will you be?
5.
That's not clumsy. All right. Philippe, you are on the horse.
I'm on the horse. And so I'm trying to have this horse charge right into the middle of all these attackers, knocking them. Especially at least the other flunkies around the skilled swordsman.
There will be some sort of a difficulty since the cart was blocking the entryway of that street. So you'll have to try to convince the horse maybe to jump over the cart.
Absolutely.
Or just smash it.
Of course it's going to jump over the cart.
So you have to. So you have to convince the horse to do that.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Feels like I want to read the right skill. Just take a second. I think it's worth it. We're here to learn. Okay.
We are.
Herb Lord. That's not it. Okay. Right, by attack. Okay, that's a talent. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm right. Okay. All right, row. Your right skill. Galloping, jumping. Yeah, the ability to control the mounts while jumping obstacles. All right. Okay. Well, okay. That will be hard.
It's a cart horse, not a war horse.
I'm going to spend 2 style points on that. So can I take the average, or do I need to roll?
With the average. You can take the average. It will make you 4, I guess.
Yeah, it will make me 4. I'm going to spend 2 style to jump over that frickin' cart.
Okay, in order for me to let you take the average, describe to me something that would make a great movie.
So I kick the horse's sides with my feet. Kick it into action, have it rears up, and I have it just back up, or run down one way. Turn its head, jerk it, and just have it run and jump right over the cart.
Okay, which makes nervous the other horse, and the other horse just going a little away. So he's making a small opening. Right. Helping you a little, and the horse jumps. Will it land on Martin?
I hope not.
So, I feel that another right skill is in order here. Just before the. No, let's make that different. I think it will be like shooting in a melee.
Okay, sure.
You know the rule. I think it's if you botch, I think it's dangerous.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. So make your attack, but you have make a right skill, but you have 2+ because of your attack skill.
Okay. So what am I trying to hit?
Who do you want to try to hit?
Not Martin. A couple of the guys, whoever I can actually jump on that's actually attacking Martin. Some of the flunkies.
All right, let's do that.
That is 3 successes out of all that.
You had 1 dice. I think a horse is size 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
I may add I will
size 1, size 2, size 1.
Size 2, size 1.
I'm imagining it's size 1.
Oh, wait, I will just tell you. Size 1, yeah. So you add 1 dice if you want.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's fine. I get 3, and let's see what this gives me. 3. Yeah. 3 at the end.
So you have 3 success.
That's correct.
Which is not a botch.
Not a botch.
Okay. Size 1, let's say that 2 of them will be hit because of the size. And yeah, one of them just get away. He gets back under the cart, but another one gets the full might of the horse. So make your damage. You were jumping. Well, you were hitting him with the horse simply, just with. Or were you okay?
Just with the horse.
Just do the horse. Well,
I can't find the horse in the weapons list, so.
Oh.
It's listed with the horse.
I will find you. I will find the horse. It's damage, kick, 9 non-lethal.
9 non-lethal. All right, I'll make a roll then. What the hell?
Yeah.
That is Oh, ouch! That is 7 non-lethal.
Okay, that was a guy that was already hit by you, and he just fall down. You know, you can hear his bones crushing. Your favorite duelist, Martin, just got a little on the side and decide to hit you once again.
Okay.
Using his last style point.
This point, I'm beginning to laugh. This is like a release of all of the tension of the past week. It's like, yes,
Yeah. Some actions.
Just opens the floodgate, you know. Because this turn I get to attack.
But all right. Okay, I have his attack though. If you want to know, if you want to defend,
I do want to defend. I'm giving up the total defense. I'm just going to normal.
Right.
Okay. 8.
Okay. He really tried to corner you, to trick you, make you look somewhere else, and it just didn't work. You saw him coming. Let's make the 2 remaining, the 3 remain. There were 5 guys. Yeah, one of them is under. Okay. One of them is out. So there are 3 remaining guys.
7.
Good. He's not as good as he was. He was already bad.
And 7.
Yeah. Once again, no harm's done. The last.
Just one more.
Okay. Yeah. The
5.
third 5. Nothing happens. Okay.
My turn.
That's your turn.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Okay. So that's okay. 7.
Okay, let's see how he'll defend himself.
This is a thrust, by the way. I feint at his face with the guard, and then snap it out into a long, low thrust.
Right. So you got 5. You make 1 lethal to him. Was able to, just in the last minute, get your sword off, but it was not enough. But he will.
I had 7.
You had 7?
Yeah, I had 7.
Okay, well, okay, that's the worst for him. He's stunned.
Okay. With the pain.
Yeah. Since he's stunned, Philippe, the horse, you're just beside Martin and that mister and all the other ones. There's one, the one that got under the car that was afraid by the horse, runs away. And he's getting on the other side of the car on the street, and he just runs away.
Yeah. I'm ignoring him, and I'm going to just thrust at the man still attacking Martin.
All right. So, yeah, that's the second attack. Minus what you minus what you have on the second attack? It's -3.
2.
-2. Yeah. Okay,
okay,
right.
2.
To your defense. You're right. Right.
So I only do 4, 5, 6. 6 lethal for his defense.
6 lethal. You hit him. Probably there, since your sword is coming that way. And he's dropping his sword. And he drops in the mud. Breathing but suffering. You see all the others running and getting under the cart to get back in the street.
All right. Lucky for this guy, I'm a doctor.
Okay. Well, he's at the minus a lot.
Not minus a lot.
He's still
Minus
alive.
too much?
Well, he's fainting. You know, he will drop and.
Right.
And they
All right, so-
say, "Finish me,
No.
release me, release me." He's trying to get his sword and he's shaking, but it's too much effort.
Right.
Kill me.
If you tell me what I want to know.
What you want to know is that other
Okay.
will come at you. Come at you. And they will get you.
You couldn't. Where is she?
I won't tell you. Kill me. Release me of my curse.
The only release for you is if you aid me.
He's coughing with blood. Aiding you. No, you won't. You won't have her place. She's the real master of the family.
Don't be ridiculous.
You want to know? Anyway, it will be too late. It will be too late. And he's really trying to get his sword.
That's right. I'll just stand on it.
Yeah, he faints.
You know, one of the many things I like about you, Philippe,
What is that? As I look down from the horse.
even when you're wounded, you never faint.
Ah, that is true. Do you want this man for something?
He needs to talk to me, and so I need cloths and clean water.
Close and clean water. We can go back. You know what we can do? There's another horse. We can throw him on the horse.
Free
We
cart.
can ride back.
There's a
Cart. Why would we
Free
take a cart? We can ride like men.
So while we are rushing, I guess, back to the barracks, I will do my best to keep life in this man.
Okay, that's what I will determine. He was at -3 because of a lethal wound.
So he's bleeding out unless I can stop it.
And yeah, so he loses. Just trying to remember.
He'll lose 1 per turn unless he stabilizes with a body check.
The stabilizing is voluntary. You roll. Okay, now let's roll. Okay. Stabilize.
No, if he wants to die, if he's some kind of cursed creature, I don't see why it would have to be why it would have to be automatic. I mean, he could certainly not. He could will himself to death or something.
Yeah, well,
I could scream, "Live, damn it, live!" and he could be going, "No."
Okay. You arrive at your place and the guy is dead. If I made my calculation right, he doesn't breathe. Has his eyes open, his face still twisted by the pain. But at the same time, he seemed a mix of struggle and relief.
Right.
So you have that terrible gray color?
Yeah, looks like well, he was quite a good fighter for someone who may be sick by the skin color. Yeah.
Search the body, look for the tattoos, look for money.
There are the tattoos, which are ritualistic tattoos. He's been under some sort of a ritual. and some money. Yeah, well, he has a mix of Hungarian monies and some pistol,
Whoa.
probably, but not
Well,
as much as Peter. You know, he has just a couple of coins into his pocket.
well, he can contribute to my cause just as well as Peter did.
Yeah, of course, of course. And what else?
He
Okay.
had a nice blade, you say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something on Hungarian is written on the pommel. Probably has been made by a master weapon maker.
Philippe?
Yes. It's a nice blade.
Oh yeah, very well balanced.
I slashed experimentally with it a couple times. Very nice. Very nice.
Feels hard, you know, but you can get used to it and probably enjoy it.
Okay.
I may keep it.
So they say, well, what happened?
It's Thursday.
The usual. We bring back a dead person.
Have you seen this man before, Claude?
Never.
Note this tattoo.
Yes, I can make a drawing of it.
Note the color of the skin.
Yeah. You talked to
And
me about Peter, yeah.
Have you heard Hungarian spoken before?
A little.
Then keep your eye peeled.
I understand.
Now, the rest of them ran away.
As they should have.
But we don't know where they went.
Should I have chased them?
Then I wouldn't know where you were.
Next time I will chase them. Well,
That was
did
brilliant
not
with
go
the
as planned.
horse.
Well, I used to do that all the time. And yet
Well,
never when people were trying to kill me, but they were really trying to kill you, so it was not that hard.
at one style point for the horse, since it was really flamboyant.
So at this point, we have not gone to the Coq en Tête. We have not found out anything. We have do what we usually do, which we have killed a few men. Not found out too much more.
Let's take this man to the Coq en Tête and let it be known that we're looking for him and the people who associate with him.
That could work. The most places I would say that is not okay to do, but the Coq en Tête, that will fit right in.
If you say so.
Make a perception check, both of you.
Sure.
Three.
Two.
Right. The guy's shirt is dirty, but not dirty as because he was into the mud. He has some sort of a dark stains, little on his shirt was quite beige, but he has stains like if he passed his hand on his shirt. Dark stains, but don't know from what nature, but
well, perhaps Claude and I could put our heads together with our investigative talents and make some deductions.
right. Try it.
Okay.
Have the synergy of Claude with it.
Thank you.
Do you take your time or not?
I will definitely take time and be careful and make notes and all that.
Okay, so well, if you want, do you want to go to Coq en Tête on that day or on the next day?
the next day, because there's the next day for the coq santé.
Because you can have the 10 times slower bonus. Yeah.
That would be way too slow, I think, for
Okay.
Martin at this
But
point.
five times slower, you will have time to do your other stuff.
Okay.
So you're taking time to investigate that plus 4 dice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All the while, Philippe, what do you want to do? Because they're
While
working on
they
something.
while they investigate, what is really important for me to do now is I look down. My uniform is filthy. I notice there's some rips in one of the areas, and I need to change. So I go home.
Yeah.
I go back to the barracks. I change, and then I think to myself, well, who can fix my uniform?
Who? Who?
So I head over. I head over to where a Brisker is, and what Brisker normally would be, and I want to see Eugene, and ask if he could help fix my uniform.
You see Eugene opening the door. He has obviously cried. His eyes are red. What can I do for you?
Oh, Eugene, are you all right? I have some. We had a little adventure last night. I have some rips in my uniform. I needed to get fixed, and well, I know you're an expert tailor, and I was hoping you might be able to help.
Better with hair, but I can try to do something.
Please.
Come.
Oh, you look terrible. Have you slept last night?
No.
You know, I understand. You are worried about this Alphonse.
I can't. I can hide myself here, and I'm worried. Maybe I will lose my job. He
No.
comes back.
No, I put my hand on his shoulder and squeeze just a little bit too tightly.
Looks at your hand. Yeah.
Just kind of trying to at the same time comforting this man. Just kind of squeezing his shoulder a little bit and think, let me see how that feels. But do not worry. We've talked to Monsieur de Treville, and he assures us that Alphonse will be out in a couple of days. You will be fine.
I hope you have his lesson. Right. Yeah, I hope he have his lesson and make up his mind about his behavior.
This I do not know, and I'm looking at my empathy, non-existent empathy, and so he really has no idea. So
you can roll.
I do not. Oh yeah, let's see. Roll no dice. I'm not going to spend my 2 style points on that.
Okay, you have 0 for real. Well, you have charisma. Empathy. You have to be skilled to do that.
Intelligence, yeah.
Intelligence. Okay, yeah.
2 minus 2 is 0. So Philippe has no idea at this exact moment. I really don't know. So I said, "Oh, I don't know if that will really change his behavior. You know, he is incorrigible." Did I say something wrong?
No. Nothing. Remove your shirt.
Remove my shirt. And so for the first time ever, I look a little nervous. So I turn around. And unbutton my shirt. Here you go.
You see Eugene's eyes admiring your physique. But, well, with the suspicion, you can obviously see that they look at it. But nevertheless, Eugene closes his eyes very hard. Don't need to remove the rest.
Oh, good. I will just I will wear something else. And with a face about as red as my shirt at this moment. red as the kazak of a Cardinals guard. I will.
Eugene looks at your face and notice something, but won't say anything. He's getting into his work and speaking to Sue. I'll try to do my best.
Well, thank you, Eugene. Thank you. And now I don't suppose there is any wine around.
Yes, and he's going at the of the place. I don't think Alphonse will mind, and he's serving you cup, going back to his work.
And I look and I said, "Oh no, you must join me. I'm sure this will help." So I grab another cup and pour Eugene a cup of wine as well, and hold up my glass
Okay.
to Alphonse.
To Alphonse. And he getting a big breath, and draws the old cup in, one sip.
I look, I drain mine, and I refill both.
Okay, then taking another one, kind of forgetting that you are there.
Oh. And how long do you think this will take, Eugene? The shirt.
Maybe half an hour.
Should I go?
No, that's all right. Make a perception test.
Okay. 4.
Someone outside was behind the door and is going down the stairs.
I just say, "Stay here," and I burst through the door, no shirt, and start to run down the stairs.
Just before you run down the stairs, you see a small bucket with a lid just at your feet. Good. It's about to explode.
Whoa!
Good God! Well, and are there stairs anywhere near here? What's the layout look like? So I know.
Okay, well, there's a street on downside because Briscard used to have lots of lady coming by cart, and Etienne Laroche, and well, okay, and so yeah, there's a street. There's the rain has stopped, but you see some barrels filled with waters, rainwater down there, and there's other stairs around.
Okay. Well, then, as fast as possible, I'm going to try to pick this up and throw it out. I guess there's a window. Is that the idea?
Oh,
or is there a barrel around?
Oh, there's a window. You can see a water-filled barrel. That will be a double your dexterity check.
Okay.
And difficulty. All right. You had a 4 on your perception, right?
Right.
Which okay, was tough to know. You have a +1 on your dice because of a simple success on that.
Okay.
That will be, you have to beat 2 or less. If you don't, it explodes in your hand.
How bad can it be?
Well, because for the love of God, double my dexterity means I'm rolling 6 dice already. All right, that's 7. But because I don't want to lose my hands, I'm gonna spend my 2 style points and buy 2 more dice. Because that's how I make my living, is my hands. You see.
All the while I'm flipping through the damage of that.
Yeah. And Briscoe makes his living with his hands too, but differently. So.
Okay. Black powder canister 6 lethal if you miss.
Okay, well now I will roll these dice. And I roll 1, 2, 3, 6.
Oh man, where do you want it to land? You see the guy running.
Right. Well, if I see the guy running, I'm trying to put as close to him as possible.
Right.
Well, no, that's not very sportsmanlike, is it? I'm gonna dump it. Is there a barrel right? Is there a barrel close to him?
Yeah, well, there's a barrel filled with water.
I'm gonna dump it right. Get it right in the barrel.
Okay. It kind of It was about to explode, but it exploded right as it lands in the water. You just make the barrel, split, and all the water going on the legs of the guy, which will make him make a dexterity check to see if he slides, which he missed blatantly. So he just slide on his back and okay. What do you do?
Okay. Are there any curtains? Is there anything I can hang on to swing out this window? Because that's what I'm looking for.
Or there are some loose planks that are only holding by some nails.
That's what I try to do. I can try to swing right out that window.
Make that athletic check.
I do have a swinging, so okay. So I got 6 dice here, and I rolled 2 successes, less than the average.
Well, just enough. Well, just enough to retain yourself and not damaging yourself. It's just like you're on your feet. The guy is coming up. He's getting on his feet and wants to run again. That guy, he was in the fight a couple of hours before.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my intent is to run after him and grapple him and bring him down.
All right. Make a move check.
Alrighty.
Yes, I like to roll move.
Go get him.
Yes, you do. A 3.
Okay. You're running. He's getting on his feet. He's running, and people, well, lots of curious people, because of the barrel that just imploded, sees you running bare chest naked, and it's cold outside a little.
Yeah.
But the guy, you reach him, but as you reach him, he just turns over and stab you.
Oh! Well, with no weapon, man, my defense is not that good.
I think you have do I have a bonus, or does yeah. It's a block.
Well, he can still use his defense, right?
Want to block a melee attack? You may. Okay, you have -2 on your block, or just make the defense. Standard defense.
I'm gonna make a standard defense at this point. Roll 5 dice.
Yeah, just try to avoid.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, I roll 3 successes on my defense.
Okay, you were fast enough just to step back, and the blaze just goes in the air. People are looking at that in shock. A fight in the street.
And he has a dagger?
Kind of a short sword.
A short sword. Well then. It's a good thing Eugene didn't have me take my pants off, because I will have my rapier on me, as I always do, because it's fashionable. So I whip out the rapier.
All right. You whip out the rapier with your hand?
Yes.
Kind of okay. Some sort of a held object. You suffer a penalty equal to the object size rating, which is 0. Base defense rating. Okay, right. He will try to defend himself, so make a brawl attack, since it's your hand.
Oh, I mean, I'm trying to get my rapier out, but that's my intention, not to hit him with my hand.
Okay, go right on. Do that. Okay. Roll your
attack.
Yeah, your attack. But yeah, go ahead.
I do not know if I can attack yet, but yeah, okay.
Right, your drawing takes your action. Yeah. Yeah,
so I'm drawing the rapier out.
Okay, so yeah, you haven't disarmed him.
No.
Well, remembering how good you are with it, he continues to run.
So now I'm running after him with this rapier.
Come back.
Gald!
You're very unsportsmanlike. You tried to blow me up, and now you have tried to stab me when I was unarmed.
God! Someone trying to get me! He's trying to raise the attention of the guards. Will he be able to do that? No.
King's business! King's business!
Make your move check. Make your move check.
1. Ugh.
I got a 0, a botch.
Whoa!
He slides, trying to get around a person or trying to bump that person. He wasn't sure. He hit the person and turns over and fall on his back. So you arrive just over him.
Yes. Well, stumbling and bumbling myself with 1 success, I just put my rapier at his throat.
His skin is okay. Okay, he's not grayish.
Say, drop your weapon.
He drops it, and he's shaking.
Okay, now get up slowly. And do not try to run again, or you will not live.
He's ready. He's getting on his feet slowly, and some guards are arriving. Some regular guards, and he turns over to them. Arrest me! Arrest me! I tried to kill this man.
Guards, do not arrest this man. I'm a king's musketeer. This man is needed for questioning.
He's looking at your torso. You are a British girl, aren't you? No, okay.
I am not Briscore. Although Briscore has often gone by less. No, as a matter of fact, I am having my shirt mended, if you must know.
King's musketeer. Oh, well, you have to convince him, you have I think you have some sort of we have reputation or
Rank.
I have a rank of a 0 in the musketeers.
But didn't we have some sort of a temporary +1 for reputation?
That's for fame, yeah.
Yeah, fame. Yeah, that's fame.
True.
Okay, so roll that just to see if the guards will comply to what you're saying. You have to roll a con, which is it's not called like that. It's called
Intimidation for giving
Why?
an order.
Yeah, can be intimidation. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, intimidation. Yeah. Now let's see. 1 success out of 4 dice.
Must be the same 4 dice I rolled.
Yeah, I think so.
Why we don't arrest both of you? Fighting in the street is illegal.
I was not fighting in the street. I was chasing this man who tried to blow up Briscoe's house.
Yeah, well, some people are getting nearby. Yes, I saw this. Looks like the bomb that he threw at that poor man. And the person is pointing, the guy you were chasing. Yeah, and he's pointing at you. He tried to throw a bomb at him. And he hit a barrel of water, and the guards are looking at you. Really?
Because he left the bomb right outside the door of where I was.
Okay.
He tried to
You
kill
need
me.
to convince them.
And now we're into diplomacy or con.
Yeah. Of which Philippe has none. Still holding his rapier in his hands as I'm gesticulating and waving my arms. He tried to blow me up. Why are you accusing me of fighting? I did nothing wrong.
You can have your reputation, your fame added to that still.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got fame of 0 and rank of 0. If they only knew the Renard Academy, that would really help. But what will I add for that? That's the question.
Well, your best out of diplomacy or well, let's do intimidation. It's a tough talk.
Okay, yeah, I'm tough talking. Yeah. I will try one more time. This is ridiculous. This is an insult. I rolled 2 successes. The average of 4 dice.
Nice.
The guards are looking at each other. Yeah, I think I know the kid. You see Eugene coming by, running with your shirt mended.
Ah, wow. Eugene, thank you.
And your musketeer tabard. I'm done, Philippe.
Ah, thank you. You see, thank you very much, Eugene. And, I refrain. I'm grabbing the things. I almost lean into, like, give her a kiss. Like, thank you so much. But I realized that's not a good idea. So I put my shirt on and my tabard.
The guards are looking at each other, and good thing that your wife came at the right time with your clothes.
She is. I mean, he is not my wife. He is my friend.
And Eugene suddenly realizing that with the panic, let her voice be more natural.
He was just very excited. He was very upset. Weren't you, Eugene?
Eugene is red.
Right, weren't you, Eugene? Yes. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you so much.
We'll take this man, but we'll talk to your captain. What is your name, Musketeer?
What is my name? My name is Philippe Moreau, King's Musketeer. Surely you've heard of me.
Okay. We'll have to report this to your captain. You know that?
Please report it to my captain. Tell Monsieur de Treville I said hello. Everything is under control, but this man needs to be questioned. How about that? Can you do this?
Will do. And they're taking the man. Come. But you see the lady that was accusing you of throwing the bomb. But he threw a bomb at the man. And the guard don't even listen to that. They don't believe her. And she's looking at you. You murder people with bombs. And she going away.
I look back at Eugene and it's like, thank you, Eugene. I don't suppose any of that wine is left.
No. I finished it. And she's walking a little oddly.
So I escort Eugene upstairs and make sure that he gets home safe. Said, why don't you take a nap? It'll be okay. In a few days, Alphonse will be out. All will be right as rain.
You don't finish the phrase. She's snoring on Alphonse's bed.
Oh. So I lean in over, just kind of smell his or her hair for a second.
Well,
I do not.
Well, yeah. Eugene always wear a beret.
All right. Oh. I'm gonna just gingerly kind of pick it up.
Yeah, Eugene has quite long hairs.
Oh. And then I'm just gonna very carefully kind of put it back, but not really well. It's kind of askew.
By the way, you can see perfectly folded Alphonse clothes on a stool, not very far.
I'm gonna walk over and just kind of examine, maybe put my hands in his pockets, see if there's anything else in these clothes.
Yeah, well, you find out a couple of coins. Yeah, you can find 3 others Hungarian coins, which makes 5 of them since Claude had 2.
That is strange. Why would there be these coins in his perfectly folded clothes? Surely Eugene would have noticed them. This is unusual. Well, while Eugene is sleeping, I'm gonna look around.
You look there's not much. There's a big wooden box, with all of different garments that Alphonse may wear in some of his musketeer. But you look around, you find some other pants and other things, and there are always something in the pocket. Coins, a quill, a jewel, a kind of an habit probably that Alphonse has, to leave stuff in his pocket.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, well then Eugene is not a spy. That is good. And Eugene, well, I do not know what Eugene is. I do not think Eugene is a man. All right, I will leave. Looking outside for any bombs this time.
Right. Well, the rest of the evening might be quite quiet, depending on what you do. But I'd like to see what Martin has rolled for his investigative skill.
Claude and I working together earned 5 successes.
Well, it's very hard to determine what it is, but you were able probably to dry up some of the clothes, which was very wet. Try to separate the stain from the cloth and look at that with the magnifying glasses. This is cannon powder. That man has worked with cannon powder.
Mm-hmm. Now, Martin has some small skill in warfare.
Of course.
Where, or does he realize, can he remember where this might be stored or kept or made, that this guy would be exposed to it? I guess is the first line of thought he would be going for.
What is your average in warfare? Just to
2.
2. Okay, that's very basic. Well, there are places, supplies, very well guarded supplies, that can be not too far from battlefields, or there can be made. Well, there's some places in Paris that can be made. Yeah, of course. Not in the city, but a little outside, sure, just in case it blows.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is starting to make some sense. There's a lack, and the material has been found. Okay. Now, I'm just imagining that Martin is exhausted after all of this week and everything, and this has taken up even more time. So the idea of praying for hours and hours and hours to renew some of his blessings for today is likely too much. And going out at night without Philippe to search for this particular gunpowder factory seems foolhardy. So because Philippe hasn't come back, I will head to Eugene's and Briscoe's place.
Right.
With Claude.
Claude is saying, well, do we hide ourselves in our trek towards Monsieur Ruault's place? Because some people are obviously attending to your life.
Well, definitely. I think it's time that we move through the streets as quietly as we can by not moving through the streets.
You mean the roofs?
No, Claude. I mean the angelic byways.
I can't follow you there.
I'll take you there.
Really? Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Let me see how you can do this.
Okay. Turning your Bibles to
the extreme.
So normally, I'm usually just transporting within 500 feet, but now I have to go all the way to Briscoe's place, and you'll have to let me know how far that is.
Okay.
But I'm expecting that will be 3 successes for range.
Okay. Range because of load. Yeah. But you want
range because of the distance.
Distance. I'm searching the distance modifier. I have the Game Master screen here. Area, period of effect, duration effect.
So the area will be
the range. That would be the range.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it up to 1 mile. Yeah.
Is that good enough?
It will add 4 complications.
Okay, so his talisman removes 2 of those.
Right.
So we're at 2. And I want to take Claude with me, which should add 1 more, if I remember correctly. He's 1 person that I'm adding.
1 person, yeah. Individual. 2 to 4 person. Well, yeah, +1, yeah.
Okay, so that's taking us to 3 successes that are needed, plus the difficulty. So I'd have to do it. I need to earn. If I can do it in 1 turn, I would need 5 successes.
Right.
If I can't do it anyway, it's 2 successes off of every single roll.
Okay.
So this is transportation. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So I'm not doing a ritual. This is just taking moments of prayer. I get 3 successes on the first roll.
So we
So that's
count
1 success toward the total. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4 successes on the second.
We're getting close.
Yeah. So I need 1 more roll. And I get 4 successes on the third.
So we get our 5 success. Which brings you, you know quite well the place, into Brisker's house.
Oh, I don't want to go into his house. I want to go
No.
to an alley
Okay, so
near the house. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, you're near, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There's well, it's evening, it's dark, the rain has stopped, the wet, it's not that wet because it's cold, you know, it's almost nearing freezing, okay? But there's a light, there's someone has put a fire to the heart to warm the place, so there's life into
Right. So we split the fabric of the world and we pass into the angelic pathways and then appear in the alley and smell the smoke of the hearth fire.
Yeah.
And then, just like we were always standing in that alley all along, we walk around the front of the building and up the stairs.
Right. So in front of the door, Claude, knock on the door, and you hear a voice, the voice of Eugene. Who is it?
Marte.
Eugene opens the door. Ah, looking terrible. Eugene is looking terrible.
Oh, you look well. Where is Philippe? I was expecting to find him here.
I guess he left.
Ah.
So you left, Philippe. Yeah, you went away, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, right. Just to be sure. Okay, yeah, he left, I guess.
And I'm assuming you don't know where.
I was sleeping. Sorry, Martin.
It's no problem. Sorry to disturb you. Go back to bed.
Just want to tell you. So you haven't saw Philippe? Someone put a bomb on the porch. Someone tried to take the life of Philippe. What's happening?
Well, if that's true, Eugene, it's not safe for you to stay here.
You think so? But Alphonse will come back.
Alphonse is in the Bastille.
Yeah, I know.
And he's apparently naked. So there'll be some kind of announcement before he's released. Don't worry about it.
Where do I go then? Please, I can't go anywhere like that.
That is an excellent question, because our homes may be as much in peril as your own. Monsieur Duval.
Christophe Duval.
He's the most excellent baker.
Okay, oh, Mr. Duval, that Mr. Duval. I can.
He doesn't mind being disturbed late at night because he's a baker. He rises early and is is a very charitable human being.
Can convince him. All the while, Claude is looking, trying to pierce Eugene's disguise, and once in a while, just put an elbow into your shirt, into you.
Well, of all of us, Martin is the one who cares the least about people pretending to be people who they are not.
Yeah. Well.
So, but it is curious. So come, Eugene, pack quickly, and we'll take you to the Croissant Pont Neuf.
Croissant du Pont Neuf. Okay, perfect. Like so. Okay, we can. Okay, it's quite easy to convince that if we just shortcut the thing.
Right.
Let her,
crying
Eugene.
woman dressed like a man on his doorstep. I need you to protect this woman. Fine.
This. He accepts. He said, "Okay, yeah. Well, since it's an exchange of good favor, this is Alf Briscoe's lackey, and Briscoe's brings me lots of good clients, even if they're Cardinals one. So he makes my business runs good,
Right.
so I can help him with that. Come, my little young man."
Excellent.
Okay.
And then I'll go looking for Philippe, starting with his home.
Well, is it where you did go, Philippe? Home
No. I went to the Sunset for a while. I decided to.
The last place I would ever go.
While you are in the Coq Santet,
Yeah.
you have a man taking his glass and saying, "You have a musketeer in here. Let's drink for the king." And some
To the
people,
king.
and well, not all people are raising their glass. "Why not the Cardinals?" Another one said. "Let's drink to the Cardinals." And some people are more cheering. Yeah. And more cheer up about the Cardinal than the king.
Dun, dun, dun.
Trouble everywhere.
And I just look. I look for the voice that would call him for the drink to the Cardinal, seeing if I can identify anybody. See if I see any guards or just some ignorant townspeople.
Oh, he seems like an ignorant townspeople.
And I just hear the words of my friend Jean-Marie ringing in my head, and I just shake my head and go back to my class. Not worth it. And do not want to hurt an unarmed man.
Right.
Not worth it.
But Martin, it was your intention maybe to go to Coq Santet?
I'll go to all the regular places. I started with Philippe's home, but then I will end up at the Santé.
But Jacques is saying you're probably the Santet.
Wait, and I recognize my stupidity at having gone straight to his home, and reverse my direction.
Right. So you enter the place at the Santet. People, well, it's not as noisy as it used to. People are more quiet. It's cold outside, and the anxiety about the war. so people are more quiet and into them themselves.
Right. Looking for Philippe.
That'll be a quiet, lonely
he,
table.
yeah, he's easy to find.
My friend.
Ah,
You're a
Martin.
difficult man to find. Imagine
Not
my
a difficult
shock to
man to-
find you here and Jacques at home.
Yes, unusual, but yes, I'm not an unusual man to find when you tried to blow me up with a bomb. I can tell you that.
I heard that from Eugene.
You talk to Eugene, yes. Yeah, Eugene is not a man.
Well, that's fine. I had Eugene move to Monsieur Duval's home
Really?
for safekeeping.
Ah. Yes, it looks as though somebody's trying to kill all of us. But who would try to blow me up or Briscoe up with a bomb? I don't know if they were trying to kill me or Briscoe or who they
Well,
were trying to kill.
that confirms the suspicion that Claude and I were able to deduce. These stains on the man's clothes were gunpowder. Well, cannon powder.
Really?
So we need to go to the place where it is kept or made, and not too far from Paris. But I'm exhausted, my friend, and I need to sleep.
Ah. Well then. Perhaps we should sleep tonight. Although you may ask Elaine, maybe he knows something else. I don't know.
He's
The owner
passing
of
by
Manouf.
with
The owner of Manouf always has stories.
and Alain is passing by. Mm.
Ah,
Oh,
Elaine. Good evening.
yeah. So I bring something to drink for you, my good Sir Musketeer Martin.
Well, thank you.
Right, bringing you some strong alcohol.
I guess I look like I need it.
Yeah, he has a feeling for that. Everyone seems worried these times around. They don't. They don't party like they used to.
I put one of the Hungarian coins on the table.
He's taking it.
Have you seen this before?
Yes, putting it on the table.
How often and from whom?
Saw them more and more. Let me tell you that they more and more since a couple of months. I began to saw them. I figured out how much it was because I wanted to be honest with the real value of that, but a little more these times around. I guess some Hungarian money is getting into here. I know they are on our side in the war, so maybe.
Do you know where these people are staying? Soldiers, maybe?
But there's this man over there that pays with that sort of coin since since he begins to come into my place, and he's pointing the man who was praising the cardinal.
Of course. What do you know about him?
What do I know? He's very secretive about this, but he. Yeah, I think he works into supplying the front. Oh, you can ask yourself.
Oh, we will. And you can keep this coin and its brother. I put a second coin down.
Oh, thank you, my good lord.
Just in case things don't turn out the way you might like.
Yeah, that might be more than enough if some tables are broken.
Philippe.
Yes. I suppose we are not leaving.
No.
I'll check the outside, says Claude.
Yeah.
Huh?
And I lean over to Martin and say, you know, I think I may have a knack for this investigation stuff the two of you are good at. I knew
Really?
this might.
You knew this man was important. I saw you staring at him.
No, he was just an idiot praising the cardinal. He wanted everybody to drink to the cardinal.
Interesting. Let's go drink to the king. Hoist your.
Ah. Loudly, I
Stands
suppose.
up. Walks over to the man.
Well, he and his couple of friends raise their eyes and kind of all turn to welcome you with unwelcome eyes.
Yeah. No one ever drinks alone, have you noticed?
I was.
You say nothing.
I understand you wish to drink to the cardinal.
You should do.
So this is very strong alcohol that I've been given?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I splash it in his face.
He's raised up, and the guys kind of throw their shares around. Some people are raising on their feet, but none of them is armed, so they are cautious because you are obviously musketeers.
Now that we've... Yes, me. Now that we've drunk to the cardinal, you've had your fill, it's time to talk about supplies.
What do you mean?
Well, there aren't enough of them going to the right places.
Looking around. I don't know what you mean.
Oh. Is there room to sit down at this table?
Well, if you throw out two of the guys, yeah.
You, move.
He's taking his drink and all that, and he's shifting table. You see the guys who were for the Kings, are they are proud of you. And well, okay, you have a chair, and well, there's no chair left for Philippe. No one is leaving his place for.
You, move.
I look at him. I just look at the man. Just kind of. I don't even say anything. I just kind of wave with my hand out.
Hesitantly, he raises and go away. I have nothing to say to you. The cardinal, and you know it, makes France great.
Looking around the coq's tête, the cardinal is a great leader.
Yeah, they're looking at each other.
The blessing of the king. And it is the people of France who serve them, which makes France great.
Yes, but the cardinal is guiding us through that. Is guiding us to this greatness.
But it's the musketeers who are bleeding.
Not only the musketeers, all the soldiers protecting France. Ah, yes, you have your share into that. You're bleeding, you're protecting the king. But the cardinal needs protection, a great man like that. So there's cardinal's guards bleeding for them. We all work for the same thing. It's just we have to recognize who has a good IDs.
What is your role in this? You work in supply, do you know?
Yes, that's what I do. And I'm proud of my job.
You are transporting gunpowder, I believe.
I do take care of bringing gunpowder, yeah.
Where?
Well, most of it goes to the front.
Of course it does, but from where?
From where I'm working, from where we're making it.
It is that location that I wish to know.
If you want to go there, you want to buy some gunpowder? Don't have the money for that.
You don't know what I have money for and what I don't. But what I do know is that none of the deliveries for the Musketeers, the protectors of the king, are being made. So,
But I'm sorry for that. Yes, I have. If you want to know, I have some shipments for the Musketeers planned in the days to come. If that's not shooting your musket you're concerned about, don't worry, you'll have your gunpowder. I just have more urgent providers. Those people who wanted to have some powder. You know, we're working as hard as we can to produce it.
yes.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Where?
I say
What?
very loudly, and I'm looking back over at Elaine. Elaine, this man is making gunpowder, but for some reason is sending it someplace else besides sending it to the Musketeers to defend France from the Spanish, who are 2 miles away from Paris. So he does not want the citizens of Paris to be safe. Is that what you were saying, sir?
As the mention of 2 miles, there's a wind of panic. 2 miles already?
Because it was 80.
Already, whatever it is. I thought you said it. I
What
think
do we
you
do?
said
Okay, you make. Don't need
a
to
few
roll.
miles.
Okay, just for the win of
That's
panic,
perfect.
I think you earn a style point for that. And Alain is looking at you with suspicion. 2 miles, you say? Why don't you say? Why did you just say it so before?
They
I
are
think
very
it's more
close.
important than drinking.
We are the Musketeers. We will defend France, but we cannot do it without the gunpowder that this man is withholding. I'm just trying to help, Martin. Just trying to help.
It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Well, okay. You can make a social roll of your choice with a bonus of +2 because of the speech and the confusion in the head of everyone suddenly.
Suddenly the Spanish are 2 miles out.
the only social I have is intimidation. That's it.
That's a
No,
good
well,
It sounded like an intimidating speech, didn't it?
yeah.
All right.
That's the
that is
default
a
for giving
3.
orders.
Yeah, you had
That
a
is
3?
a 3. That is a 3.
Well, for some peasant mind like that, it's more than enough. You succeeded into a tough, meaning that you have, well, a simple success, but nevertheless, and the guy looking at you, they're not 2 miles. I would have known.
They are
Sorry?
close, and you're withholding the gunpowder we need. Why?
It's because I have, okay, I have
Customers
clients.
who pay with this?
He's looking at that. Yes. I have clients paying me with that.
Of course
You know,
do.
we go with the demand. We're an honest business, warfare business, and an honest one.
I need to know where these people are. And my friend
You want your powder? You can just wait a day or two.
I'm just going to lose it on him. Just scream as loud as I can, which I won't do for the benefit of hangouts, saying, I can't afford to wait.
Okay, make an intimidation check.
Okay. I'm going to spend some style on it.
All right.
Because, you know, Martin is tired.
Can I aid him at all? Having a intimidation of 4.
Yeah.
A little synergy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
I'm
make
gonna aid him by
badass
doing
face.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like that.
That's it.
That's a +2 face.
Okay. So 2 from Philippe, 2 from Style,
Okay.
and then. Okay, so we're rolling 7 dice.
Right.
2, 3, 4.
Which is an hard success. Okay, I can give you the address where this was sent. You want it? You want it? I will write
Yes.
this. I can write this down. Okay. Just
An
someone
educated
give me a
man.
quill and educated. I have to be. I have to read the orders. Okay. And he's writing down to you some remote address outside of Paris, maybe 5, 6 miles outside of Paris.
Good.
Yeah, well behind the Spanish lines.
Now, I'll look at his face really, really closely, right? And so that it's
Sneezing.
obvious that I am.
Yes, he's looking straight into your eyes.
I will remember you, for good or ill. Have a nice night. I just get up.
You will have it in 2 days. Ah.
Excellent.
To the king, and I walk out behind Martin.
You just stole that glass.
You just paid Elena a ridiculous amount of money for your drink. I will bring this back. I will be back.
Fair enough.
Claude is
First light.
Okay, well, Claude reports that he saw nothing wrong outside. So, you sleep where? Claude is not very well. He don't feel insecurity.
Well, there's the barracks.
Okay.
Yeah, the barracks.
The barracks.
Let's try the barracks.
And at first light, I want to go to this place.
Right. Okay. The barracks are fine. Arrangements are easy to make for you to stay there for the night. And first light, no one has to come by you to tell you that it's time to wake up. You are already, probably already
Awake.
outside.
Yeah. Oh.
5 or 6 miles will need horses.
Well, there's a stable boy who gladly gives you some horses.
And I hop up deftly, waiting for Martin to mount.
I climb up with dignity.
Right. Claude says, "Do you want me to follow you, or stay here and have my eyes and ears open
here.
for hunger?"
Stay here. Investigate. Be careful. And if we're not back by nightfall, report to Monsieur Tetreville.
Yes. I'll have a look on Eugene. And, well, Jacques at the same time.
And Jacques. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck, sir.
So, musket, pistols.
Right.
Yep.
Right. In fact, so you're all equipped. Going there is quite easy. The sun is there. Some puddles are still there, not dried up, but the road is easy. No one is following you. No one has noticed you. Well, you don't think so. And you come up at the place, the address.
Is it like a big barn or a big factory? Or
That looks like a big barn.
Okay.
A big barn. And yeah, as you get there, some people are sort of guarding it. And they look at you and say nothing. You know, they're just looking at you, waiting to you to see what you will do. These are some sort of hired militia, or they are armed with muskets, and they have swords.
Should we ignore them?
Of course, we should ignore them.
Okay,
They're musketeers.
Ignore them. Just ride up like they're not there.
Yeah.
Oh well, they try to get in front of you and say, "Stop it right here. You are not allowed. This is a private property."
We're on the king's business. We're the king's musketeers.
I'll guess you may have a permission from the king written to get in there. This is a private. This is a private barn from a lord.
I show the note from Monsieur de Treville. I don't give it to him. I just show it. It says right here.
Okay, that leads a con.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll put in 2 more style. Taking myself down to 0.
Right.
And then with my 3 dice.
That will be tough. Soul 3.
Oh, great.
Why Briscoe's not there?
Life is hard. So we must be harder. All right. Rolling 5 dice. Getting 2 successes.
Ah. I need to read that.
Okay.
He's away, ending his hand. So you give it to him?
Sure.
It's not the king. It's a captain of some sort. It's not enough.
Captain.
Sorry.
It's Captain de Treville, the king's closest advisor. The captain of his personal and elite guard. Of course, the orders come from him.
Yeah, well, it just tells that you you are on a leave from your duty to perform some other mission.
Give me a letter. This is it. This is the mission.
Ah. Well,
obviously,
we are paid to let no one pass. It says a private property.
Of whom?
Baron von Enko. Von Acco. But is it Von Acco? But I don't know. It's an Hungarian name.
You're not even working for a Frenchman?
Well, it's on France, they bring their good money here. So why would we refuse it? And we can work for him if he wants, and we're working for him. Sorry, we don't want any trouble with musketeers, but you have to comply to this order. And that's the king himself that you pass.
You are paid not to let anybody in, and we are paid not to let anybody stand in our way. We are at an impasse, friend.
What happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force?
I'm not sure what that means, but usually they don't do so well, and we get through. That seems to be usually what happens, right?
That does seem to be usually what happens.
We're still standing here. It must still be what happens.
So, unless you're paid so much that it's worth the risk of permanent injury or death, perhaps you could ask the Baron if he'd like to speak to representatives of the king.
Okay, I mean,
sounds like an excellent idea.
He's looking at his mans around, and some they seem nervous suddenly. And he says, well, if you wish so. He's turning around and he's whistling. Suddenly, you hear 2 muskets firing.
Oh!
Yes. Surprise attack. I don't know what part of your defense is removed.
The active part.
Roll that.
So we have our passive defense.
This is most
Roll it.
unsportsmanlike.
Uh,
Okay.
muskets. I just don't find a musket. Okay, here. 40 total range. I feel dumb, but range is 100 feet. Okay. So if it's within range, there's no penalty.
No penalty. Yeah.
Okay. So what did you roll?
Rolling now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5.
With your passive defense? Oh, God. Man, you get that ridiculous pool, don't you?
Well, I do
That's
wear
where you get-
armor, you know.
Yeah, that's the armored part. Firearms. Okay, yeah. And Philippe?
That'd be a 0.
You rolled 0?
You rolled a 0. Oh, man.
On the passive, well, 2 dice, 0.
Right. Well, you avoided the bullet just bumped on your armor, Martin.
Okay.
It just did nothing. And Philippe, 6. You've been shot at 6.
6 lethal. Good God. I'm at -1.
Oh, you fall down your horse.
Yeah. I've been knocked back, knocked down, well.
And knocked out, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh. What do you do with that? It's time for initiative.
Definitely time for initiative. Let's see. So he's been knocked down, knocked back, and so knocked off his horse, knocked out. That's a double will to stay awake.
Oh, man.
Initiative, huh?
Yeah.
I guess we found the right place.
We did.
I'm glad I spent all my style. Initiative 2.
Okay. What is your dexterity, Martin?
2.
Intelligence?
3.
Okay. There's no tiebreaker here. Well, tell me what you do.
I'm not a rider like he is.
No.
And I don't want to leave him either. I'm going to dismount from the horses to use the horses' cover.
Okay.
They're likely. I mean, they have to reload and stuff, but I don't know how many musketeers there are. So yeah, I'll dismount. Total defense. Draw my weapons.
Okay. Well, the 3 guys are getting at you. Their leader, they're getting their sword out. No. Yeah. Okay. No, they're getting their sword out. Sorry. And yeah, they're getting at you. So they will try to fight you. So go ahead.
I'll defend myself. Okay. Seven.
First one, just hit the air. Second one.
8.
he tried to follow your movement. You were just too fast.
Right. Duck under the horse. Yeah.
And the third one.
Third one. 7.
Which is right on. They weren't able to reach you.
Okay.
Seeing that it's not making them any good, 2 of them are getting a little away to hide behind some, pile of wooden case and get their musket ready. The third one is getting their leader is still busy with you, trying to
fight.
get. Yeah, he will try to hit. Ah!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm ready to see what you rolled.
Oh, I thought you were
sorry. No, sorry. I rolled my attack. Sorry.
Oh.
I was really immersed into my dice result.
It's like, what's happening? Okay, so now I've got weapons out. Okay. So my defense. Okay, here we go. 7.
Which is quite a good result. For his movement is getting away. They're about to shoot at the same time as you do something. So what are you doing?
They're going to shoot at me, not Philippe, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, not you.
Okay, I'm going to charge them.
Oh.
Defensively, but especially because we're so close. I want to get behind those boxes where they are.
Right.
And,
so 2 shots is incoming at you.
So it's total defense then. Okay.
Yeah. That's pure madness.
We. 10.
10. Okay. Well, you duck probably just in time. You see the 2 horses are running away. Let's make a stabilize roll for Philippe.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Do I need to stabilize, or do I just? I don't think.
At -1. Let's see that you're at -1.
Yeah, I don't think we have to stabilize. I think we just have to.
I'll just see. I think it's a good thing to look at that.
Yeah, I know I suffer penalties equal to my negative rating. I thought I had to make a willpower to stay conscious. Well, I was knocked unconscious for a while. Let's ask Anthony this one.
What?
So here I am. I'm at -1.
Yep.
I've been knocked out.
Yep.
I don't need to stabilize, do I? I don't continue to lose health at this point, right?
You're dying.
It's an issue because it's lethal.
Okay.
So that's a body check, and you're also needing to struggle to remain awake.
All right. So I need to write a body check. Okay. So
stabilizing. So make
I'm looking for how many successes. That's the question.
It's a reflexive body roll. Is that double his body rating?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't count as an action or anything. It's just...
Well, there's been 3 turns since you've been shot 2 turns. So let's begin with the first one.
All right, that would be 4 successes on 4 dice.
You're stabilized. You can make. Well, I think you can make limited action, but
yeah,
I think it kind of worsen your condition depending on what you do.
I'm only gonna take 1 action out of 3. I don't want to get worse.
What is it on the turn that you see Martin running at the guy trying to shoot him, and yeah, what do? You see your horses going away.
I only want to be able to defend myself at this point. I'm just struggling to my feet, looking around to see who else might be a threat at this exact moment.
You got the time to count that. Well, you can see people on the roof on the barn. Probably the one that are shooting are trying to reload their guns. Let's go with Martin. So you have the two guys who just shot at you, and they're taking back their sword with their leader trying to really hit you.
Okay. All right. I'll defend myself then. First defense is 5.
Oh, that guy just didn't drop his arm. He felt that he wouldn't have it. Kind of hesitation. The second one.
Second defense is 7.
I had a 7. It was close. It was a very lucky shot. You were quite lucky to have, focused on his movement. And the last one?
Last one is 6.
Quite easy. Philippe, do you do something special?
Well, at this point, I look up. I see the guys reloading their muskets. The only others that are really an issue are with Martin at this point. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only
Well,
see. Yeah.
My intention at this point is I realize that we're in danger if we stay out in the open. So I'm gonna use my one action to move towards the barn and shout back to Martin. Martin, to the barn! We are sitting geese out here.
Reload the gun. I want to do the real rules for that.
1 minute.
Yeah, and a turn is 6 seconds.
Yeah, so it's 10 turns.
So we're on our 4th turn out of 10. You have those 3 guys still wanting to cut you. What do you do, Martin?
I will attack.
You will.
And I'm really tempted to try and do a multiple attack, but I'm not going to. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Six, 9.
Okay, the defense of the first one, 9. Okay, the first one only got 1, 2. Tell me where and how.
So I go over the crates. They draw their swords. They're attacking. I pass through them, ducking, weaving, and then over my shoulder, stab them through the heart.
Without any problem, your sword gets through. The 2 others, though, with all their courage, I will try to get you. Especially their leader.
Run, Philippe! Run!
I am.
Okay, first defense, 6.
Yeah. No problems. Misses you. Second one.
Okay. Second defense, 7.
They're getting frustrated at not hitting you. And they feel that they might be the next.
I smile at them.
Taking their musket with them, they're just run away.
Okay.
But the same direction you came by.
So they're running away.
Yeah.
Okay. So I chase Philippe.
Okay. You can see the 2 guys on the roof, knowing that You're going towards the barn. They just changing position. They are entering some place on the roof to get inside the barn.
Okay. So I run as fast as I can.
You get in the barn. It's
I really wish my musket wasn't running away with my horse.
mm-hmm. Let's say no, you were all equipped. It's with you. You are
so heavy though.
You are
It's okay.
You are near the door, which is locked. There's a big lock, I don't know how to tell the thing that is like hanging and
big padlock.
Padlock, yeah. Padlock, that was the word.
Man, but my crowbar was on the horse.
Grimaud's crowbar. I do have a little skill of larceny.
Go ahead, use it.
I will try. The 3-die pool, I'm going to bank it all on 1 blue die.
Ah.
Yeah.
Using my mandois. I get 2 successes.
Ooh.
Which is quite enough. Well, quite enough. You have to work. Right. And well, it's quite you can see that those 2 guys that went away, they are just hiding behind trees and they are getting their musket ready, and they are finished to unload it, and they're taking a aim.
Okay.
You get into the place. All right. The barn. Well, there are some windows that are lighting the place. There are many barrels
just sitting here.
Yeah, but the smell is particular. It smells like a fruity smell. It smells like wine.
Wine?
It smells like wine.
This whole barn is full of wine.
And you see, getting down the stairs away, the 2 guys with their musket and raising them. You have to roll initiative again.
Oh God, I'm diving behind him some wine.
Protect the wine.
3.
That's the best.
Philippe, you're first.
All day.
What do you
We're
do
first?
Philippe? Yeah, you're first.
Philippe rolls tumbles behind as many barrels of wine as he possibly can to get the wine between him and these guys with the muskets.
Right. You can see that on the barrels there's something written in Hungarian.
Not knowing in Hungarian?
I'll try to understand it.
That's what you do on your turn?
No. It's not what I do on my turn. Never mind. Okay.
Because it's your turn. It's
my turn. I again charge forward with a total defense to close the distance between me and them.
Both of them are shooting. You can hear the thunder of their guns into the barn.
Stop shooting at me. I'm a nice guy.
You just didn't have the time to know you.
Didn't have the time to know me. That's right. Oh. 10 for the first shot.
Well, that's the barrels who take the shot, and there's wine spilling. Good wine.
So my big dodge. Okay.
You get to them, and they drop their musket, draw their sword, and close the door in front of them. They're afraid.
I feel like Inigo suddenly. I need Fezzik to open the door.
Yes.
He's getting away. Okay, well, Philippe!
Oh, Philippe looks out from behind the barrels. I mean, kind of embarrassed. You could almost kind of embarrassed that he ducked while Martin actually, charged these two fellows. Still grabbing his side. He notices a spray of wine coming out of one of the barrels.
Yeah.
Just lines his mouth up with it for 1 second. Takes a big gulp, getting it all over his face. But at this point, he's covered with blood.
Well, you're surprised by the quality of what you're tasting. That is a very fine wine.
2 swigs. The 2 swigs, and then I get up and holding my side, where the balls hit me, walk up to Martin and said, "So we must get in there now. We can't let them get away."
No, my friend. First, we have to see to your wound.
Well, they'll be able to reload. Then they'll try to shoot us again. This may be our only opportunity.
But I can't have you bleeding to death while we're running around this place.
So it's time to make a health check.
Yes, please.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'd like to give you confidence, Philippe, but I am a doctor, but I don't practice very often.
Where's Luciano when we need him?
Probably helping tend the garden.
Got 2 successes.
What does this mean?
That can convert one lethal to a non-lethal.
Okay, well, I think that should be a good thing. If you're at -1, you're -1 non-lethal, which means, what is the condition?
So he had made his body check, right? He'd stabilized?
Yeah, it's stabilized, yeah.
Right. So he's just been struggling to stay conscious. He still has that problem. But.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, make a perception check, both of you.
Three.
2.
4.
While you're being tended, you can feel that the barrels are kind of moving. Like something is making the barrels move like that.
Martin, look at the barrels.
I do. Like the whole building is shaking?
No, just the barrels.
Just the
Why do
barrels.
they move like that? What could be big enough to move those barrels?
It's not
Something.
moving that much. It's kind just of a pulse.
Like there's something in the barrels?
Or on the top of it.
In the darkness at the top. Okay.
Yeah, well, there's some dim light from some openings.
I'm looking toward the top.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see 2 cannons getting from the top and aiming at you, but since you know them, you can have initiative on that.
Oh, good God. Cannons?
Well,
Cannons.
Cannons from muskets. So it's not,
Oh, okay.
no, okay, yeah, it's not the right word.
the muzzle
the cannon
of it.
mouth from the gun, yeah.
I thought it was an AC/DC concert in 1983. Yeah, I got 2 initiative of 2.
And Martin.
Hang on. We have 2.
You're both faster than the people who will try to shoot you.
Good.
The barrels has been fragilized by the shots they did just before at your level.
Charge the barrels.
Charge the barrels, absolutely. With
Okay.
all my might, I'm charging the barrels to try to knock them over.
Okay, I think it needs you need to make a body roll.
Sure.
I think it can be double body roll.
Cool.
But you might faint.
Body or strength?
Strength, sorry.
Or and I guess my athletics is the same. So yeah.
And we're doing this together, the 2 of us.
All right, you can one of both of you can have a plus
I'll
2
give
to the
Philippe
other
2
one.
dice. Yeah, I'll give Philippe 2 dice.
Alrighty.
All right.
And you know, boy. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, there we go. That is 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay.
Right on.
So just in time, you're shaking the barrels, and it falls down. Does it fall on you?
I can't die crushed by wine. You don't understand. The drink killed him.
You can make a reflexive dexterity check.
Thank God. That'd be 3. The average.
1.
Martin. I don't know how to rule this out.
That responsibility is all yours.
Yeah, I'll find something. Combat and hazards. Okay, I guess it's an hazard. Okay,
Sure.
I think we're right. Drowning in suffocation, maybe drowning in wine.
Drowning in wine. I get swept away.
Well, I guess it's kind of falling. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll make that like falling. It's 1 non-lethal for every 10 feet, and it becomes.
Then you reach terminal velocity. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, okay, but this +1 for size. Okay. Well, you have 5 non-lethals. And you might
5?
be and you might be drowning, drowning or suffocating by that.
No, that I'm still above 0 with.
Okay, what's it?
5.
Yeah, magic.
No, it's not magic. That's just health. I have 6 health, but
Oh,
now I have
man.
1.
You're stunned.
Yeah.
There's wine. Okay, the 2 guys, Philippe, before falling unconscious.
Yeah.
You can see the 2 guys with the musket shooting at the ceiling because they're falling. Oh! And you just lose them, and you lose consciousness. There's a whole big, many barrels have fall down.
That's awesome.
Suddenly, Martin, you're under the barrels. You came back. Well, you come back to your senses. You're all, you're all wet from wine.
Sure.
The 2 guys from the outside are getting inside. Raise your hand and stand up.
Well, I'll grab my weapons and stand up, but I'll raise my hands as if I'm surrendering, as I'm considering the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I
Drop
can't see.
your weapon.
How close are they?
10 feet, and you have lots of. There's Philip at their feet, roughly. There's lots of broken wood and piled barrels between you. So running at them might be very difficult.
Okay, I don't drop them. I place them down next to me on like at the top of a barrel or whatever.
You hear a voice behind them. Voice recalls you of something. Someone saying, "Well, go tie his hand. I think he will be our guest and his friend." You don't see the person. He's just outside the door. So the 2 guys coming at you slowly with a rope in hand.
Familiar voice.
Yeah. Can make a kind of reason check,
Okay. 2, 4.
It's the voice of Julien Lebeau.
Martin begins to pray.
Oh man. When the dice don't roll for you, that's what it looks like. So the guys are both next to you and tying your hand. And you see Julien Lebeau entering with 4 other guys that you haven't saw before, musket in hand and aiming and saying to you, you arrived just at the right moment. All right. So they take him. I think he's still alive. That's a good thing.
It's how interesting to see you again, Monsieur Lebeau.
Well, we weren't expecting you, but or less. Come. And the 2 guys, the leader is bringing you. And some other guys are kind of pulling Philippe on the ground. Outside, there's a cart. Very well-tended cart, very luxurious. Some gold-plated carvings in it, and it's all sculpted, very beautiful horses. Another cart is following, less, more standard with some other soldiers in that. And they embark you on the cart, and they sit there. They're sitting Philippe just beside you.
I'll check. I'll check Philippe.
Well, he's unconscious. From the rules, I read that since he made lots of action, he falls unconscious.
Sure.
But yeah, you have Monsieur Lebeau all alone in the cart with 2 guards, and he tells to one of them, "Oh, I think I have something maybe for the friend." And he's getting a little bottle lamp, removing the cap and passing it under Philippe's nose. You awake, Philippe? It's ammonia. You're in a very nice cart with Martin and tied, smelling wine. Your pants
Did we win?
Are wet. Huh?
Did we win?
Yes.
Oh.
And this is our prize.
Oh, this does not look like we won.
Okay. The carriage is bringing you somewhere. May I have an image to share with you? Yeah, we'll try to not spoil any. Okay, if I put this like that, that is where you're going. The Castle of Grayskull. No, not that.
I have the power.
Share screen. I think it's worth it. That one. That is a nice mansion. Very rich one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Huh.
All the trees are well trimmed.
Looks
with
like
statues. Home. Yeah. Looks like home. Yeah. The home might have. So.
Lovely.
There's lots of guard all around, and there's lots of carts. You can see a cart that is owned by the Martel family. Probably the one that Emile took. You can see some other cars that you can identify. They get you inside the place.
Well, Philippe, How are you going to get us out of this one?
I don't know. I thought you said we were not going to infiltrate your family's house, or whatever this is. I don't know how. You know what I had thought of though, Martin? You remember that tale of the immovable object and the unstoppable force?
Yes.
Sometimes I think the object wins. Oh.
Seems logical. Seems logical, Philippe. Just rest.
Oh.
They're bringing you into a salon. You can hear music, harpsichords. Okay, okay. And there's a big meeting. Who's there? Well, at least you lived long enough to let me okay. Well, some faces from the Martel cultist. Some of them that were routed in the first adventure and were very angry. Emile is there. Julien Lebeau. Raymond Beauvais. Grace Beauvais. René Beauvais. Godelive Lucier. And some strangely dressed women that you can't identify. And who else? And someone that is on the other end of the room. That person is standing in the doorway. The door's open, and that person has her face hidden by a scarf. You can barely see her eyes. But for Martin, this may look like the Russia.
Right on.
I think, she says, we may take this from the start.
I didn't hear that.
Everyone is intimidated by that. And Julien says, well, I think they have nothing to lose to know. And Emile is looking at you. Martin.
I look right back.
You are a musketeer.
You're not.
Why don't we get him out right now, Mauricia? No, we don't. You have to hear. What is it? So, take this from the start. And you have one of the Beauvais saying, so you're saying, Madame, that you have shown many of your talents recently, and you take the head of the Martel family. And if we join you, we can make the will of the demon. Yes, he can't. And she's pointing you. I think it's a good example. Look how weak he is. Musketeer. Serving the king. You want your family to be run by someone weak like that?
This from a powerful sorceress who uses gunpowder to blow up harmless people in the street. Which of us is weak?
We can all be trained by Charles Denis Martel to use magic. He was good with me. He was very good. And my patron demon really liked this soul. But Emile stands up and says, nonsense. I should be the one taking the Martel family. I'm French. You are from Hungary. You are from a dead branch of the family. I do not accept that. I don't think that Nicholas should take the place. I'm the one. Righteous. And he's looking at the Beauvais. Look at that. We just have to work together. We were about to do that up to the point where they came and just unite. Huh? What do you say? The three strange-looking women says, Nemi would agree with you, Monsieur Emile. Make a perception check. I guess you're finding a way out could be a good thing.
Yep. Perception. Two, 3, 4, 5.
5. Nice.
Godelieve Lucier is very embarrassed by all this. She's not. She has. She's. And I don't know what you had in head, Ivan, with that, but but I guess suddenly it feels like someone who don't want to be there. And she's sitting not that far from you. And nervous look towards you.
Well, then we may be able to get out of here with our skins intact. Unless you want to argue with your family right now before they kill us.
And they have an argument. The Beauvais, Emile, people saying that they should follow Dorosia. The Beauvais seems do agree that they might follow Dorosia, though the three probably crimson worm witches, as you look more at them, want to follow Emile. Julien is all along with Dorosia. That's what you understand from the conversation.
Right.
And what do we do for them? Says Emile. Oh, I guess they can take a break in the salon and listen to some harpsichord. I'll take it. Okay. I'll be fair. I'm Hungarian. I'm not French. I don't know how France's work. So I may just take a break. I'm a little tired. Those of you who want to meet me, maybe just talk. Just come. And she gets out of the place. You have the Beauvais rising on their feet, looking at all of you at the assembly, and they're following Dorosia, and you have Julien raising up and following Dorosia and looking at Godelieve. Do you come, my dear? I'm feeling a little sick. I just want to sit here. Are you sure? What is it? He's coming nearer. Godelieve. I don't feel right about your new friend. Don't you understand? And he's looking at the. This is the victory of the Martel family. You see Emile laughing behind. Nonsense. What do you think, Nicolas, before you die?
There's no victory for the Martel family unless it's my victory.
You're funny as ever.
Now, I'd back you over Dorosia any day, but you know, between you and me, it's me.
Nonsense.
Blood flows from father to son.
Let's have a drink. Julien suddenly stands up and look at Godelieve with a very serious way. Make your choice, Godelieve. She's just saying. He's going away. Maybe an empathy check could be because I guess you're following everyone's movement. Yeah, make an empathy, Philippe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I got a 0.
Well,
I
there are
don't have
some
a 0.
canapes to eat nearby. They look quite good.
Yeah.
By the window, Philippe.
Yeah.
You made your perception check 3, I think. Yeah. Oh,
I got 5 on 6 dice.
5. You feel that God won't live long. There
Well,
was a
she's
that
walking her way out of the
that's
room.
there. Sorry.
She's walking out of the room.
No, she's standing beside you, into her thoughts, listening to the harpsichord. And you, Philippe, looking at the window since empathy, you can see Dorothea outside talking with people, and you can see some of her men with torches in hand and running towards what looks like the basement of that building where you are.
Martin?
Wait.
I believe they're about to burn the house to the ground. You remember what Monsieur de Treville told us about house fires? I believe
Only we could.
Emile and some of the cultists what are you talking about? Shut up! You're not even a noble! And he's spilling their wine on your face, Philippe.
Look at that window, sir.
Why do they go in with fire in the basement? In the
gunpowder.
It's wine. It's wine in the basement.
Are you sure? Because in the gunpowder factory there were barrels of wine. Where did the barrels of gunpowder to go if they're not in the basement of this house?
Dorothea cannot stand our line, Emile.
All right. That makes and God live suddenly cries, no.
Yes. I just start running.
You run?
Anybody's smart. If anybody's
Out the
smart, they're gonna
window.
follow me.
You go by the window?
Out the window.
Absolutely, out the window.
Make an initiative check because some people do not agree.
And I got 2.
Yeah.
You have the witches looking at you with awe and trying to cast spell to stop you. So what is your initiative?
I got a 2.
1.
Better than Anthony. On 18 dice, he gets 1.
I hope they cast a really complicated spell that takes a really long time.
Yeah. Amen.
Well, with the urge of the moment, okay. Well, Philip, you're out, while Martin, you have Emile jumping at your throat, trying to choke you. Shut up! You must die.
Okay, I will defend myself.
With no arms.
Right. Or yeah.
I just have to find the Emile stat. I think we have that somewhere in Maison Martel.
Wait. Or no, he's in Ivan's, I think. I can't
Ivan's
remember.
note.
Yeah.
And we have access to that.
We do. Let me see if I can find him really fast. But
Is that in my head?
it is.
We have Julien and another one. No, it's not there. Bartos.
He should be. I don't think it's particularly. He doesn't have particularly wonderful stats physically, but we can take a look.
Practitioner, adult cult leader. He's not a UFC fighter.
No, he's not a UFC fighter. I can tell you that.
The United French Championship.
That's okay. I'll make him a. Okay, I have a generic generic stat for him. So anyway, you're armless.
Yep.
Okay. Right. And he's trying to choke you. So he makes his attack.
Okay, so he needs to grapple.
Yeah.
Which is a touch attack, which is against passive defense, which
Yeah.
for me right now is 10.
With arms, with your
No,
tight hand.
you'll have to make some kind of adjustment for that. I took taking off active defense. Passive defense only would be.
What's up?
No, also no armor, so that would be 8, and then
Okay.
whatever penalty for
Man,
having my hands tied on top
You're
of
like
that.
you're like a fish in the in the bottom of a boat that you just
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. So what is the penalty for the hands, or 2 or?
I since you don't have your hands, well, okay. Why did you? Okay, you have your passive defense. That's all right. What
Yeah.
what are you adding to it? Just
Oh, the magical enhancement of his defense.
well, magical enhancement is. I think it doesn't need any hand. Okay, go ahead. Roll that.
Okay. That's 4 successes.
Which is enough. He tried to choke you, but you're tightening your muscles enough, and the magic, kind of repulsed that, and he realized that his hair is all messed up by you have the burned him, and you have the witches preparing some sort of oil to throw at you to put fire, and while the guy playing the harpsichord goes by the window. Okay, Philippe, you're outside.
I am.
And you're unconscious. You're still at -1, non-lethal. Martin, what do you
I
do?
want to ride Emile out the window. I want to slam into him and push him out the window with me, so I can land on top of him.
It will be merely strength roll, because you can't you without hand, or you
Sure.
can or half your brawl skill.
That will be awful anyway. So I mean, it's exactly the same. Strength doubled is 4, and my brawl is 4. So 2 dice. That's fine. Woohoo! 1 success.
I've rolled a botch.
No way.
Yes.
Goes out of the window, and you're out of the window as you fall down and takes 1 non-lethal wound. You can see many cards going away from the house. You can see Dorosia standing on one of the cards and looking at something, a show. You can see the 2 guys running out as fast as they can from the house. You can see Godlive in the window looking at Julien, who is looking at her from away with a smile. And the house blows up.
Whoa.
Taking with it the Martel cultist, the Crimson Worm Witch that were there, and Godlive, and maybe some innocent servants.
Nasty.
I hope that wakes me up.
That wakes you up.
I knew I was right.
Debris falling all over you. It kind of blew up by the air, so you were kind of protected by some brick wall by the level you were in, but
right.
Many debris falling all around you.
I want to grab Emile's dagger.
Okay, you can have it.
and try to free myself. It's like I got him out of the house. I'm thinking the enemy of my enemy is my ally kind of thing. He'd rather kill her than me right now.
Right.
So, but he's on his own from here. And I want to get to Philippe and get the two of us out of here as best we can.
Okay. With the smoke and all that, it makes a great cover for her not to see you. Yeah.
Okay.
So with many struggle, you're able to get away.
Martin?
Wait.
You'd think this is who was buying all that gunpowder from that man in the Coq Santé, don't you?
I think that your wisdom is a shining beacon for the ages.
That is a good assessment. But you know what I think? I think when I heal, I'm going to go back and kill that man.
Get in line.
In the confusion, and you don't know how many barrels that was there, but all the basement of that big house, all the wine was replaced by barrels of powder that you are sure of. Coming your way, there's a cart here, and here are horses. I think they're over there. Get them.
Oh,
What do you do?
no.
Well, hide. Philippe is injured. We have only a dagger.
No need to hide, monsieur. It's me. It's Claude.
Oh. Well, then hurry up.
On the cart.
Yes, hurry up.
We were worried.
With good
in
reason.
the cart.
It turns out with good reason that you were worried.
Oh.
Claude says I figured out that something was going to blow up and you were to be inside. I really feared for your life.
You are a genius, Claude. You are a genius.
Right. All right. So the cart goes. The horse are running. They're getting a big way around Paris, not getting by the same road because they just don't want to be seen by all the others that just got away.
Right.
You can see on the distance all the smoke rising, and you cross many people asking what happened, and because the blow, was heard all around. They thought that the Spanish made their way.
The Spanish are only
They're only 2 miles away.
Spanish spies.
Oh, and every bump and every stone that cart hits feels so wonderful to Philippe.
We'll make a fast forward. Mr. de Treville owns Medicine Man. He's taking care of you. And he's asking you, while you're bedridden in a special room in his hotel, what this is all about. By the way, Emile was imprisoned. We don't know why, but your lackeys told us to put this man in prison.
That's a good idea.
It's a good place for him. And Alphonse will appreciate the company, I'm sure.
It's about to he'll get out tomorrow. I guess he missed all the fun from what I've heard.
Oh, he missed more fun than he knows.
The Hungarians were not allies. They were purchasing the gunpowder for a more personal plot, and the Hungarians, I'm sorry to say, Monsieur Treville, are my relatives and Emile's relatives.
You have Hungarian blood.
Long, long ago, a French family took Hungarian land, but could not hold it.
cannot hold it, but this must be a very powerful person to buy so much powder, to have so much servants.
True.
And since Hungary has been on the lips of many people, many stuff are bought with Hungarian coins.
Also true. Two
But
crimes were
sir,
committed. Oh, go on, Philippe.
you know, sir, there is a man who drinks at the Coq Santerre and raises his glass to the cardinal, who's in charge of producing powder and supplying it to the king's army, supplying it to the musketeers, who was instead lining his pockets with Hungarian coins and sending it to the Martel family. Yeah.
We'll investigate that, but I'll have to ask the king for special permission. I think I will make you a special investigative team to this Hungarian affair. Maybe there's Hungarian spies now. You know what I mean?
Spanish spies and Hungarian spies. Oh.
Because this is a real threat. If they were able to blow up von Eck's house, how such a baron would let his house blow up? How much money did he have to accept that? Do you imagine? That person must be rich or must have the whole fortune of Hungary in their pocket.
Or be very, very persuasive. The power of a woman.
Nevertheless, you'll have more special permission. And I guess I'll have a visit from the cardinal too, talking to me about that. Maybe having a drink with him. That will be... I didn't want to get through that.
A fate worse than death.
So take rest. I'll have some musketeers watching for you at the door.
Thank you. I'm very sorry we could not recover the powder.
I know where you can find some excellent wine, though, sir. For your drink with the cardinal.
It will be King's property from now on.
Yeah.
Thank you for your... Okay, you will be rewarded for that. And he goes out very concerned by... What is it?
What he has learned.
Let's ask the real questions now. I have to find it. Sorry about not finding it. You gain 1 experience, automatic. Were you in danger?
Yes! For the love of God!
1 experience. Did your role-playing character 1 experience? Did you have success? Well, I guess this is some form of success. It's well earned. What did you learn from that experience?
Philippe?
Philippe learned that, in fact, guns are, in fact, a coward's tool. He suspected they were, but now he knows for sure they are the weapons of cowards and men without honor.
An ambush with a weapon is deadly that game.
But he also he learned too that perhaps not all problems can be solved simply by bravado alone.
Most.
So he is emerged as a little wiser.
That is wisdom. And Anthony, what Martin learned?
Oh my goodness. Well, it seems like every villain we've ever known has been drawn together on one side or the other by Drossia.
Yeah.
And she decided which ones she wanted and which ones she didn't. And she's extremely decisive. A very, very deadly threat. And it leaves me wondering what what the cardinal and all the nobles who are trying to get power through closeness to the cardinal must think of this move.
That will be the other GM to find out.
Oh, thanks. That's great.
Well, you can make a monster of the week, Ivan, just to ease up the mood.
We'll see.
Right. I feel like giving you points for resources. I just don't know. Well, fame, maybe not. Maybe yes. Contact. Well, I don't know. Because I think it earns some more than just 5 skill points. Is it possible to give? Well, no. Followers, Patron. Well, you can. Your
You might
followers.
decide that we attract a patron, but if he's going to make us special investigators or something, it's something we can talk about at another point.
Patron. Yeah, well, we can talk about it. Yeah, Patron like Mr. Trevi, but giving us bonus because he really okay. Yeah, I think that might be good. Okay, we'll talk about that.
Right.
So I will stop the broadcast here. Thanks for the last person who have stand this massacre to the end.
We survived.